pancakes, huh? What do they taste like?
America.
Okay. Welcome to the Thanksgiving podcast.
America.
We founded this country off turkey. So
And
we here,
and
baby.
we live off blood.
Yeah, we live off blood.
Welcome
Please
to the
pancakes,
Thanksgiving
stay psyched.
episode of Blue Reese Podcast. What episode number
Go
is
get
it,
to
though?
go get your flapjacks at IHOP or whatever they sell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
go grab some leftovers and go listen to us
Are they-
talk.
Are they done being IHOP?
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah,
They've
been
been
done.
done.
Right. Yeah. Good.
What podcast numbers? Let me check really quick. We are number 36.
36. Yep. I could have told
We're
you.
cruising by. All right, I'm Adrian.
Cruising.
Got David, got Chris here, got the boys here.
Cruising.
This is our special monthly edition of Games Gone By at the end of the podcast. Talk about Doki Doki Literature Club.
Hell
Good stuff.
No news really, so we supplemented this with 2 trivia episodes this week, trivia segments I should say, because we had a tie, so we had to break up. Someone had to lose, and we can't end trivia with a tie. Like someone has to lose, so made that up.
Yep.
We got another trivia coming up here as well. Yeah, news. We have like no news. We'll run down a couple of quick stories, but nothing real there. Got a bullshit, and got a David's rant. Got one of those finally coming back.
Oh, I got a rant.
Yeah, you got a rant now.
I get to be angry.
Yeah, we might have already done this one before, but I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Get the shit.
Let's just jump straight into it. So, David,
Yo.
what you playing?
Fuck you.
I've been playing Pokemon. I'm basically done the game now at this point. I only have like 30 Pokemon left for the Pokedex, and then I'll be done.
Completing it.
Yep.
Okay. How'd you like it?
It was all right. It's
Might hit
definitely going to be the last Pokemon game I pick up unless they do something else that's kind of different. But there's
like
just
it.
been other games that have done the Pokemon formula better in the last few years. So it was good. It was a fun little experience. I liked how this one felt more like the world was more involved in what was going on. It wasn't just some 10-year-old stumbling upon crime organizations or galaxy-ending fucking organizations that somehow you're the only one
Not necessarily
capable of doing
an
anything about it.
organization, but I mean,
Team Rocket? The organization?
No, well, with this one, the setup is that there's no real villain really until the end, and even then, it's kind of that very forced. Well, I mean, he means well. He's just kind of an asshole about what he's trying to do.
one of the
then-
guys is an
Spoilers.
asshole.
What? Spoilers?
Anyway, yeah.
I don't know there's an asshole in the game.
There's it doesn't really like lean everything like, oh my god, like you were the fucking savior of the planet, so and so. Like some shit happens, and you gotta save shit, but I mean, it's not like cataclysmic. I mean technically it is. Or
Yeah.
whatever. It doesn't really lean into that too much. I'm surprised you said that's your last one. I fucking loved it. I really had a good time with this one, which is surprising compared to the fucking every other Pokemon that I had. Like I legitimately had a really good time from the beginning to end of this.
Wait, you really loved it? Like,
shockingly,
actually liked it?
yeah. Like
Like,
I
you're
had
not joking?
I had a really good time with this one.
There's something fucking wrong with this guy.
I
His,
haven't
his brain's all
I
screwed.
haven't actually played that many games that came out this year. So technically, it's like on the top of my list right now. I mean, that's until we fucking get done with the rest of these games. 'Cause I bought every Game of the Year game that's nominated now, so we're gonna get into it. I can't think of any other game I played this year that topped it.
Fucking anything.
I haven't played that much this year, but I'm surprised that you saw. I felt like it changed up enough of the formula. I'm glad we don't have any more fucking random encounters. That's bullshit. And for the people that do want random encounters, there's still some around there, which is cool. But I mean, I love that there's no fuck that dumbest mechanic ever.
The problem is that it's still random. I mean, there are some Pokemon I've spent legitimately fucking 20, 30 minutes because they have a 1% fucking spawn rate in the overworld or in the grass, and that's still a fucking disgusting nightmare.
But I'd rather deal with that as opposed to random encounter where there's like a fucking 2 blocks of grass you have to walk by that you're just trying to walk through and you just fucking get stopped by a fucking level 2 Zubat or something.
Fair.
Dumb as shit. But I'm glad it's cool. It's you can breeze through at your own pace. You can kind of catch whatever you want. You see something cool out there, you just go up and catch it. Some of the quality of life changes that they did, I don't really agree with. I still don't agree with you not being able to capture whatever Pokemon you want. That you have to be like appropriately level for that. I don't like that. I think EXP share should still be a
optional thing.
An optional thing because my god, I was a fucking god of that game. Like my character fucking if you do not swap out your party often, your character's a fucking god. Like your character just goes from 0 to 60 and you're just one-shotting every single gym you can. You're going into these gyms just fucking wrecking shop.
I think when I did the Elite Four of this game, most of my party was like mid-70s.
Right, and so you're mid-70s. I was lower. I didn't spend as much time grinding, because at some point I realized that I don't really need to. But you know what?
I wasn't even grinding. I was just trying to fucking catch everything. I just
which gives you XP though.
Much. Yeah.
But I did like that I appropriately paced it enough that I was over leveled. I was taking the championship and everything, and the post game stuff happened, and all of a sudden everyone fucking leveled the fuck up for the post game stuff, and all of a sudden like fighting everyone like the last couple battles you fight, those were actually on my level and they were like taking me out. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of hype that once you get to the top, now everything's starting to fucking be a challenge to you. Like the very last second, I was like, oh shit, I slept in these people. But
my rival fucked me up just because I had 3 things weak to fire, and I've never bothered fixing that weakness in my party.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. I know people complain about him. He's kind of annoying, but I mean, I don't really care too much. I like the story they had with him going up there, but I mean, they didn't really do anything with it because it's Pokemon. Like the inner story that you can make out of it is pretty cool.
Agreed.
I lucked out. Like every fucking one of my favorite Pokemon's made it through the fucking culling. So like I didn't have to deal with a bunch like, oh fuck, like I legit had like the team I wanted pretty much, and I thought like some of the ones that were missing were still there. I got what was your final team?
For me, I tried to go with mostly all newer Pokemon. I had Berserker, Centiskorch, actually, let me just pull the damn thing up right now.
No, I'm not gonna fucking wait. Just whatever.
No, my game's already on, right? God, so give me a second here.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Cursula, Centiskorch, Graplock, Berserker, and
nothing Gen 1 so far.
No, I try to keep it. Yeah. Berserker is not. No.
No, he's not.
Berserker is the Galarian alternate to Persian.
Okay, so he's not fucking Gen 1. Cool, thanks, Adrian.
He's an evolution of Meowth.
Oh, cool. So he's a fucking... What do you call when you just hit, like, fucking force something in and pretend like it was there from the beginning? It's like, oh yeah, it was there from the beginning, even though you've never seen it before until now.
I actually rolled that way a lot. Like, I rolled with Surf Fetch, of course. You can't not roll with Surf Fetch.
He was there from the beginning. He just didn't want to show himself because he's too big.
He's too fucking strong, dude. He's like, I could fucking destroy this game.
Exactly.
You know what's fun with him, Gore? Did I tell you how you involve him? I think I told you last week.
Yeah, you told me you have to do some fucking thing. You have to pray to an altar or some shit.
You have to hit three critical hits in a game or a single battle.
That's.
But it's super cool because you have 50% chance of picking up a leak with him, which increases your rate of critical hits. Then you have a move later on that also increases the rate of critical hits. So it's more like you get more surprised when you don't hit a critical hit at some point with that fucker. You're just like, oh man. But ran with Surf Fetched. Ran with the Galarian Rapidash, who was fucking awesome.
I ran with. This is my crew.
Yeah.
Like Always Sunny. Me and the crew go out and fuck some other Pokemon up.
but I pretty much ran with my old crew essentially: Arcanine, Gengar, Cinderace, which is the evolution of Score Bunny, and Gyarados. So I ran with Gen 1 essentially.
Yeah, Score Bunny.
Oh, that's the one that was a new one, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my other two were Flapple and Grimmsnarl.
Snapple? Isn't that a fucking drink?
Flapple. So the fucking it's the fucking Flapple. Little it's an apple that evolves into like a dragon apple.
Yeah.
Fuck. A dragon apple, is that a thing?
It's like it's an apple, but it's a dragon type. I don't know, dude.
Dragon grass. I like it.
But you know,
they just looked at fucking shit in the kitchen. Saw apple.
I had a really good time with it. I had a really fun
that
time.
Charizard said, "Fuck it, combine both."
If the Pokemon games run this sort of level, I'm actually opposite of you, David. Like I'm actually down to keep buying these if they're running with that sort of game plan the way they are, because it was the way I've heard it described by people is it was super convenient. It was a convenient ass game. It's an RPG that takes out all the fucking filler that you really need. It doesn't really deal with too much like, oh, you gotta go back in this. It's like, it treats your time well. So if you want to go through and
that's fair.
Play through it, it's not gonna knock out too much of your time. It's a fun time. Not too much fat or stuff dragging you down. I had a good time with it. But you didn't, or you had a decent time with it.
No, I enjoyed my experience with it. But there's nothing about it that makes me go, oh man, I really need to get the next one. It's just like, yeah, no, it's serviceable. I got my money's worth, but I'm not itching for the next Pokemon game.
Fair.
Same.
You tell him, Gore.
I agree with you.
What else are you playing, David?
That's pretty much it, because I've been trying to stay focused on just finishing up before I move on to another game, because that was my big promise, that just focus on one game at a time.
Dude.
Yeah, about time, man. I'm proud of you.
So now I got to go back and finish up Dragon Quest at some point.
Yeah.
Gore.
Yeah, nah, skip it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Or what you been playing?
They all die at the end. Don't worry about it. Well, I've been playing more Outer Worlds. I'm about 20 hours in. I don't see how the fuck that game's 25 hours long, because I have like a giant stack of quests. I still have a couple planets to explore, and I've only done 2 story quests. So I don't know how to fuck that's only 25 hours long. But if you play just story
quests, right?
That's on how long to beat.
It's 11 hours.
You do only, it's 25 hours if you do extra stuff.
No,
I'm 20 hours in.
Main quest.
No, the story mode. There's no way in hell you can't beat that story mode in less than like 8 hours. Because there's I heard there's barely any main quests. There's only maybe, I don't know. I didn't hear how many. I've heard a few. I don't know what that could mean anything. I've only done 2 story quests. I'm still working on one, but I'm doing all. You go to every place, like the story quest brings you to this new planet. You go there, and fucking every person that you talk to is all unique, obviously, and they're all like, "Yeah, man, I gotta get my kid back. He's over here." I'm like, all right. I gotta get this thing back. Can you sneak in and get it? I'm like, all right. I'm here fucking doing like 300 side quests, and I'm just looking at this story mission that I've had for like 15 hours and not fucking finished. I'm just like, Jesus. No wonder people are, there's people out there that are speedrunning this in 11 minutes. It's like fucking if you just do story mode, you could probably finish the game in fucking, like, if you really rush through it, probably in a couple hours. Okay. But you shouldn't do that.
Right.
You might as well not even fucking play the game. Like, there's no point of doing that, because you'll skip everything. You won't get a single companion besides maybe like 1 or 2, which is a shame, because some of them are great. And you'll miss all the great stuff, all the like little interactions. And the best part about this game is just talking to all the people, really, and conversating and stuff, which is always the best part, I think, of Fallout, is whenever you get to talk to people. Because the gameplay itself actually gameplay in Outer Worlds is great, but when it comes to Fallout, it's all right. It's fine. It works. The Outer Worlds is great. I'm loving that. So I'm gonna probably finish that the next couple days. Of course, I finished Doki Doki Literature Club, but we'll talk about that later. And I'm really close to finishing Star Wars. I got kind of stuck in Star Wars Jedi because, not stuck like I didn't know what to do, but I was stuck because I wanted to do all the stuff I could. So if you, I don't know, have any of you played it yet?
No, I was almost gonna start it.
It's Metroidvania, so you have to go. You don't have to come back. Sometimes you do, but you don't always have to come back to planets. But you want to because you can go to a place now because you have a new force power, so you can like knock this bridge down or whatever and go there and explore.
There's extra shit you can do if you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra stuff, but you don't always need to do it. And at this point, like I'm like, my main problem with the game is that it's great that you get to come back, and the worlds themselves are pretty big. The planets are pretty big. It's very similar to Outer Worlds in a way. I mentioned that before, where you keep going back and forth to different planets and stuff. But my main problem is that there's like no fast travel, so these places are pretty big, and it's also there's no mini map. There is a map, but there's no mini map, so it gets really confusing. Like I have to go here to try to get to there and stuff, and I'm like looking at the map the entire time, and it's not the best map, so it's like you're trying to figure out where to go and stuff. The
general consensus with that game is it's a good first step, but like if they do a sequel, there's a lot of stuff they can refine that would make it a lot better.
I think that really all they needed to do to make me happy is maybe give me like a fast travel. Like every time you find these meditation zones where you can like, it's pretty much the campfires in Dark Souls, where you can like meditate and like, get your points. I mean, get your health back and use your points to upgrade. If they just have fast travel where you can go between those, it would be perfect because then I would want to explore these. But at this point, it's just like I have to go all the way over there and I have to figure out how to get there again and stuff. I just don't want to do that. It's I just really don't, especially since I don't use the healing thing that much, which doesn't respawn. If you heal yourself through the meditation zones, they respawn all the enemies. And if you don't do that, then there's literally nothing to do trying to figure out how to get to that point. So you're just going from point A to point B, doing literally nothing besides just trying to figure it out. There's no distractions. No enemies to fight or whatever. The combat is great though. I'm loving it. I got to a point where I get like so many different force abilities and different ways to defeat the enemies. It's great. The hand-to-hand stuff is great. It's really good. Nice. I love having a sword fight. When you're at a point where it's like it turns into For Honor and you're just like battling one dude, it's great. It's probably the best. I would say probably the best combat I've played in a Star Wars game. Nice. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I don't see it as like okay for the first step. I think it's just a great game. It's just it has a couple of things that are kind of annoying. But the story's fine.
Great for a company that's used to making FPS games.
Oh yeah, you'd never think they were just FPS games because
I feel like the same step from Respawn had with this that Guerrilla had with Horizon. It's like good shit on you guys for being able to flex that differently.
True. Yeah, it's great. So I'm having a great time.
I'm hoping to start that soon. I really want to start that soon.
I don't know, like story-wise, you're not gonna get anything out of it. I don't think.
I don't expect that.
Not that I'm getting a lot out of it. It's just I like the Star Wars lore enough from the movies. I don't read no fucking books. I feel like
read.
Yeah, that too. But I feel like if you need to read about the lore, then the lore is for the movie. If it's a movie and you have to read the movies, eat a dick. But if you have to read the lore for something that is not a book originally, I don't think they told I just don't think it's like something you need to do. You don't need to read the lore for that stuff to enjoy the movies, I don't think. Just like with Overwatch. I always talk about that with Overwatch, where it's just like I don't want to read fucking lore on a website. I don't want to read a book. Just tell me in the fucking thing I play, or the thing I watch, So anyway, I don't know. It's a good game. That's all I've been playing. I started up Civilization 6 on Switch.
It's complicated.
I got halfway through the tutorial and I was with it, but I just stopped.
It's a lot of reading at first, and it's like you got to kind of focus on it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I might watch a video about it. I think I'd get a better idea. Like, no, I'm not even kidding.
No.
I might actually get a better idea.
I was super hyped for that. Then I started up and I was like, oh, this is way too complex for me to fucking read through.
I think.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Watching someone go through it in the way they
someone else like, especially since it's a lot of reading, like you said. There's no people telling you shit. Right. I think there actually is. There might be actually some voice acting, but I don't know. I was just like kind of distracted.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I don't even remember if there was voice acting. That's how distracted I was. I played like halfway through the tutorial. At least I'm assuming half. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not really sure. But you have to play a whole game of Civilization that tutorial, it seems like. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Nice.
That's it.
This week I beat 4 games. I was fucking hyped.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. So I beat Pokemon Sword, got that out of the way. I finished up Detention. I was like halfway through Detention. So I went through and wrapped that game up. It was
Good
cool.
game.
It was I mean, it was a little too clunky for me to care about too much. Little clunky. Shout outs to you. You're not watching.
Yeah, he's not.
There's yeah, it's a little clunky. So it was cool though. Like what I got out of it was a cool little story. The way the art style was, that was cool.
I don't know. You sound like a hater. Right now.
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah, that's figured. Fucking.
I fucking.
I fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I fuck.
Yeah.
My dirty dick is everywhere. What?
Let me see. What else did I do? So I got Doki Doki Literature Club. They did it all in one go, which I think that was the way to do it. We'll talk about that. And then
Yeah, I mean I played it all in one day, but I didn't play it all in one go. Like I had to take.
You're sitting there reading for a lot, but as long as you got through like.
I had to read out loud though. Is the problem?
Yeah,
like, I'm sure you guys didn't read out loud.
We'll talk about that, but that's the one thing I want to say is that I was gonna record my reaction to this because I mean I figure like reactions to this game is fucking priceless, but I am the worst streamer when it comes to single player games. Like single player games to me is like I'm chilled back. I'm just gonna relax and just focus on the game. I don't even fucking read. And when I look at other Let's Players, like it's just dead air for me if I'm reading because I read quick. I'm just clicking through like click 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 click.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're Let's Playing it, you're gonna take longer because you're reading through and voice acting everything, and that's not me. I'm not gonna voice act anything. So like, got about an hour into recording, and I'm like, no, no, sorry.
You should have just kept recording and cut out all the reading parts and just get to the the good
yeah,
shit.
I was going to, but I was like, we got like three and a half more hours of this. I'm probably
gonna do that. I'm probably gonna cut out some of the parts that are like more.
Yeah, doing a highlight reel is the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It'll be a short one, but I'll probably do that.
I think what you should do is what I think you should have done to begin with the Undertale thing is, and I think this is a trend that people are doing nowadays, is throw up the whole thing, and they'll cut it up for people that actually want just the highlights. Like I think you can get away with posting up a fucking 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour video these days.
You say that, but I don't think I know that. You say that, but I don't think everybody does that. I think there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people that don't do that. Like Rad Brad still doesn't do that shit.
But I mean, like I see, like anyone that I post with that, they posted highlights. But some people, like I knew, like they just cut the whole thing and put it up there, which is cool, I guess. But I mean, they also.
Well, I don't mean highlights. I mean, they still do parts where it's like
and
first
fine
part.
Too. Yeah,
it's unedited
right.
for the most part. But
But anyway, and then also I beat Abzu. That game's leaving Game Pass on the 30th. And I heard a lot of cool things about it, so I went through, and it's a Journey knockoff. Granted, Austin Wattori does the music, and the music's gorgeous. The art style is really great. It's a cool time. It's like an hour and a half long, maybe. Quick breeze, and I went through today.
Is it really an hour and a half?
An hour and a half. Okay. It's not.
I
2
started
hours.
that game, and I got about 10 minutes in, and I got bored.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like an art game. It's not even like the art style. Journey has the crutch of the cool thing being the multiplayer thing, which granted kind of sucks now because I'm sure it's dead. No, you're not gonna find anyone in there. But when it came out, that was the cool thing, was someone was kind of guided along with you, and you were kind of like interacting that way. And I also think just the environment of Journey was a lot more interesting to me than Abzu. And also like Abzu started getting abstract. The way I thought Abzu was I thought you were just swimming through like a whole thing. I thought that's what it was. You're just swimming through, seeing things, cool. It was abstract. It had a story to it. And I thought that was I wasn't up for that. But it was cool. I had a good time with it still, and I went through and got all the achievements, swept it up really quick. Not a bad time, but I'm glad I played it because that thing's been like because it's Abzu with an A. So every time I fucking boot up my Xbox, it's like always like. I'm like, one day I'll fucking beat it.
It's AB also, so
yeah. So it's literally like the second game. I think the only game ahead of it is Absolver.
Absolver, yeah, because of ABS.
Yeah. So, but
see, they fucked up. They should put Abzu, but like with a. Oh no, it'd still be. Never mind.
Oh, and I mean, side note, the Best Buy Blu-rays are up, Gore, if you're gonna buy any Blu-rays right now.
Yeah, there's a couple I'm looking.
But yeah, no, I wasn't feeling.
I already bought Plants vs Zombies. That's on. I was buying it while you guys were talking about fucking stupid Pokemon.
I wasn't feeling too much of the abstract story, but I mean, it had its moments. Like, that's fine. I'm glad I knocked it out too.
Abstract? Abzu?
Abstract.
Oh my god, I'm gonna wrap a noose around my neck and fucking kill myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like abstract. I do when it's done well, but when you said the way you said it makes me fucking not want to ever play that game ever in my life.
I'm going about it.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I'm going about it maybe a little differently the way I'm saying it, but.
Okay, you're making it sound like it's really pretentious.
No, but it tries. You can tell there's a story there. You don't have to overthink it, I guess. But I mean, there's a story there, and it's still in your face.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. And then I
like Gree. Gree had a story technically.
See, I didn't like Gree that much. Like I thought it was gorgeous, but I didn't really have that great of a time going through it.
You didn't understand it, so you're just dumb.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You dumb as hell, boy. Boy, you dumb as hell.
Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Boy. And then yeah, since I knocked out.
Where's my wait? Who's the guy that goes yeah, boy? Forgot his name already. Is that Little John?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, Little Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Wait, who is
Flavor Flav?
Flavor Flav. There you go.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. You ever see Hannibal Buress kick him in the face? It was great. Eric Andre's show. Go watch it. Eric Andre's show. Go watch it.
Eric Andre is a fucking madman.
Yeah, he's also promoting Fortnite too. Every time I go to Metacritic, a fucking ad pops up for him talking about Fortnite, and I'm just like, what world am I fucking living in? He's promoting a kids game. That motherfucker. Watch Eric Andre's show.
I forget
and imagine this guy promoting fucking kid video games. Like what?
I had a free night at a resort because of all the fucking days I spent on the road last year.
Okay.
So I ended up
Eric
redeeming it.
There?
No, I ended up redeeming it, and it was a casino, so I was hanging out for a while, and it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to retire. So I just had the TV on, and I was kind of, when you're in that in and out phase, where you're like kind of fading in and not really focused too much. It was some MTV show where it was like Rob from Rob and Big was doing like one of those shows where it's like they just show a bunch of internet fucking videos.
Let's say it can't be big anymore. So.
Yeah, poor guy. But yeah, it was him, and then Eric Andre was on an episode. And all I remember was he was like, "Y'all don't laugh, I'm gonna fucking take my dick out," or something like that. And there was one joke in the line, like, "Fuck it."
He took his clothes off for I think it was for Flavor Flav, actually.
Good for him.
Right in front of Flavor Flav, and he was just like that motherfucker really did it. I think it was Flavor Flav. I could be wrong.
I believe it.
Go watch Eric Andre's show. It's probably the best show ever.
Probably.
Like, not even a joke.
But
I wish I did a reaction series to Eric Andre's show, but I think most of those would not be. Actually, I think most of those are on YouTube, so that would be fun.
It'd probably be on that one part of YouTube where it's like super obscure.
That dark web?
Yeah, the dark web.
Dude, this is dark web.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. This is dark web.
That's from the Unfriended, the second Unfriended movie.
Which is also, by the way, if you're out there and you like just shrugged off Unfriended because you're like, oh, that looks lame. It was actually not a bad movie. I had a good time with Unfriended too.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was on sale. That's why.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just had a good time with it.
Yeah, just get it.
Also, so because I wrapped up all those games, I started playing the Outer Worlds. I just started. I'm in the first town doing my first mission. I just got a Parvati.
Yeah.
And then I also started up Astral Chain.
Okay.
And I wanted a good little mix. Like, what's the opposite? What's the completely opposite game I can think of Outer Worlds? Let's do Astral Chain now. And I really want to start Star Wars.
Colorful.
I really want to start Star Wars. We'll see if we do that.
Star Wars is like 15 hours long, so.
Yeah.
I mean, don't think any of these are gonna be quick. Yeah, Astral Chain is also like 30 hours long.
Yeah, Astral Chain was obscene of like how much longer it was than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, platinum game, fuck yeah, 7 hours, fuck yeah, 20 hours, like fuck.
I need to actually finish that at some point.
All right.
I just don't have the motivation.
I'm liking it so far. I think, but you know what though? I can tell it's not going to be as clean as other platinum games. Like just the way the mechanics are showing up for me, and just
it's not clean
gimmick,
at all.
The gimmick of it, I can just tell from the beginning. Something's not going to be as clean as other platinum games. So, but we'll see. I'm not sure how it'll go for me, but I hope it goes well. Yeah, that's that. Gore, what'd you get this week? I mean, we're on the eve of Black Friday.
Well, I got some Black Friday stuff.
Yeah, show us what you got.
Sales.
Do you want? No, wait. Show us what you
Save
have
the Black
now.
Friday stuff for next week, yeah.
But show
when
us
you
the
actually
physical.
physically have it.
you have physical stuff now, show us. But if you ordered stuff, don't worry about it.
Fuck me. All right, so I only got one thing that's not Black Friday. So
No, do you have the Black Friday stuff with you right now though?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, so I'm fine with that. Go for it. I think
Okay,
just show us whatever else you got next week.
Okay, well, when it comes to games, I think this is almost all I'm gonna get. I think besides the Plants vs Zombies I mentioned, which I already mentioned, so there you go. I mentioned that earlier, and I think a couple other games. Mostly everything else is gonna be movies. So anyway, all right, what I got. I guess I'll show this first. This isn't Black Friday. This is an offer up pickup. Someone was selling this for $20, and it's a better deal than if you got it from GameStop. Even with buy one get one. I got Pokemon Soul Silver, baby.
How much was it?
Nice.
$20.
Nice.
And guess what? Inside, guess what it had?
Ooh.
Oh damn! You got double luck there.
Now this one,
Ooh.
I'm questioning this one because it looks okay. It looks real, and it comes from just some guy. You know, some guy was just selling it. If it was fake, he would probably have sold it separately.
Right.
And for whatever amount of money it goes for, I think this goes for 30. If they were like faking it, you know. But I know the Soul Silver is definitely real. It has some issues with the label. Also, it came with the booklet, obviously. And it's the not for resale one too, meaning it came in the big box.
Do you have your original copy?
I don't. I had the outer box. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. The outer box. I have the Pokewalker.
See, that's what I'm saying. I have the outer box and the Pokewalker. So if times go fucking bad, dude. Oh, that's a good sell.
Oh, it is a good sell. You could sell that for at least 100.
Yeah. I have a friend that was like trying to be skeevy about it. He was like, "Hey man, I really want the Pokewalker. You happen to have one just hanging around there?" I'm like, "Yeah." You gonna pay for it?
Yeah. What the fuck? You happen to have one just hanging around?
Yeah. Fuck
Like,
that.
act like it's a Tamagotchi, bitch.
Right.
Like, fucking,
Yeah,
like
don't do
20
that. That's bullshit.
Don't fucking point your fingers. I swear to God.
You said
Did
point your
that-
I do it now just because it irritates you.
Yeah, I know. And
It could have just been that, but you know.
You gotta do the double point. You gotta add the emphasis.
Right, I'm just gonna stop looking at the sky.
All right. You get anything else?
No, I got a bunch of Black Friday stuff. That was the one thing I got that wasn't Black Friday. All right. So of course I picked up Shenmue 3. There you go.
Heck yeah.
There it is. There's Shenmue and there's
Miss
Shenmue. Real. I forgot her name actually. Completely forgot her name. What's her name, David?
Rialto.
That's a map on fucking Overwatch. Okay.
Carmen
That's
San
also a
Diego.
place in the fucking world.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I don't give a fuck. It's a map in Overwatch.
That's what made it famous. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna tell me that anybody knew what Watchpoint Gibraltar was? I don't think so. I've been to the real Watchpoint Gibraltar. It didn't look anything like that. All right. Anyway, it sucks. Steelbook time, bitch.
Heck yeah.
I didn't know the steelbook actually comes like plastic, like wrapped in plastic too.
Yeah, because you can return that I think too for like a cost.
How much? $1? $5?
Yeah.
$1? It's a good
No,
deal,
I don't know.
man.
I think I heard
$3.
someone saying that, but I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Every time they give you a free steelbook, I always think they might as well just give me like a $10 credit because that's how much you usually sell these for. Yeah. I mean, I'll take the steelbook. I'll keep it, but whatever. Good. Most people, I'm assuming, sell it immediately.
I don't get why they would bother giving a separate seal cover when you just save packaging costs and put it in the steelbook.
Well, they would have to, because it's only for Best Buy, so they would have to make a special order just for Best Buy. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
so,
right.
They have to do anything, just put it in there.
They already have all these.
But they would have to
printed out
actually
shit
separate a part of the shipping.
for Best
to
Buy.
package in those, as
Where
opposed to
they
being
could
like,
just
"All right,
like
we package
add
it."
they could just add another little shipping box with a bunch of these fucking things, and
That's
also
fair.
I'm sure it's a different company making these too.
Also, the fucking order wasn't nearly worth them doing that versus versus Blu-ray steelbooks.
Also, they already ran out of Kickstarter money, so I don't know what the fuck you want from me. All right, they had to use that sweet deep silver money. Okay.
Also, by the way,
what the fuck is
Shenmue 3 is like the lowest debuting game in Japan. I think in a long time, like it sold nothing. 17,000, I want to say.
You know why, right? Because they're waiting
Pissed
for that
off
Black
everyone
Friday.
that liked it.
No, they're waiting for that Black Friday deal, man.
Yeah, Japan does too.
Yeah.
Just
what other
import
games
it
you
for
got, Corey?
cheaper.
I picked up a couple PS4 games. Well, I guess another PS4. I didn't get a single Xbox One game yet.
Oh, what a fanboy.
Wait, hold on. There you go. All right, just covering the Xbox logo. Don't show that right now. I got Judgment.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. Amazon was doing a thing where if you have Prime, they give you a $10. You might want to look if you have Prime. They give you like a $10 off thing if you use the Amazon app. Like
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's been a thing for a while.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well, anyway, they just told me about it. I was like, oh, cool, I'll do that. And I got this for 15. So
Heck yeah.
fucking sweet, Lois.
Look at David's face changed when you said that.
It's 25 right
Well,
now.
I love the Yakuza games now, so I'm wanting to collect everything. So
I'm going to assume Judgment will come to Xbox. So watch. Fucking next week they're going to announce it's coming to Game Pass or some shit. I'm like, fuck. I'll just sell it back, whatever. Concrete Genie. Got that. I had a $5 Best Buy gift receipt because I don't use it ever. So I don't accumulate enough points to get a lot of receipts. But I had enough for a $5 one, so I got it for 15. And I got a couple Switch games. This one I got through Amazon. They had it 30 new, and it ended up being maybe 33 after tax. But they had it used for 23, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. And of course, it didn't come with an actual box. But I got that Steins Gate. There you go.
Nice.
Can't see it. It's a Steins Gate game on Switch. I got for 15 Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. The reason why I got this is because I want to play the what's it called? Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation thing. So it comes with a code. So, and I got a collection of mana. There you go.
Nice.
That's it. What you typing, son?
David, what'd you get?
Well, I got a couple things, but despite the fact that the items I got all came from the same seller, only one of my items arrived today. The rest will be coming later. But I got Drakengard on PS2 complete in box.
Right.
Open it.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah,
It's not
prove it.
Drakengard.
Drakengard 2. That's actually that was better.
2000.
2004.
But yeah, it's the only one that came in. But I was super excited to get that. Snagged it for a good deal on eBay. But yeah, really excited to get that.
Drakengard, great game.
Nice. That's it?
Hey, Adrian, did you know that Nier is a Drakengard game?
No.
Yeah, the Nier series is an offshoot of
Yeah.
Drakengard, based on one of the bad endings in Drakengard.
Guess I gotta
2,
play that
actually.
instead now.
Yeah, just play Drakengard. Yeah, get the full story. Skip
aren't they all on
Drakengard
sale
3.
right now?
though. Drakengard or Nier? Nier 2. I mean,
I
Nier
don't think it's
Automata is on sale. Nier Automata is on sale for 20, I think. At GameStop.
All right. Anything
All
else,
right,
David?
fine.
Or is that it?
How come they
That's
dropped
the
the
only
power?
thing that came in.
Did they drop the power to the players moniker for or not moniker? Tagline for GameStop?
I think so.
I don't remember ever seeing it anymore. I just thought about that. Anyway, it's $20 at GameStop. The Game of the Year edition, which I guess comes with shit. I don't know.
The Euro edition?
Yeah, the Euro of the Year edition, I think it's called. It's
All right.
weird.
So
Okay.
I got this guy just to commemorate my love for Pokemon again. I got myself a little score bunny.
Fuck off.
Heck yeah. Put him over here.
Yeah, put that dumbass over there.
Ciao, Mega Man.
Wow, you don't love Mega Man enough. Oh, I'm
He's
glad
chilling.
that shit.
He's chilling, big chilling.
Don't move your camera. Oh.
I was gonna wait for the push sale, but apparently like only one GameStop in my town has a score bunny left, so I was like, all right, I'll grab it. I have enough fucking store credit for it.
Oh, they'll restock. Come on, all those
Nah,
kids
it's
are
not
gonna
true, dude.
fucking.
They're
swarm
rare
you.
as fuck,
Feel
dude.
like those kids would be coming in like World War Z, fucking giant tidal wheel, coming for that score bunny, that stupid
they got?
frog. What's the other one? You have a frog little guy.
Grookey and Sobble?
Sobble.
Yep.
What's Sobble again? He's a dog.
Frog?
Sobble, no,
Frog.
yeah,
Sad
he's a little
frog.
frog guy. Yeah.
One that
Oh,
cries
he's
all the
the
time.
wait. Sobble's the fucking frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grookey's
Oh.
the monkey with the stick.
Oh, okay. Grookey sounds more like a fucking frog than
Grass
Monkey.
monkey?
Grookey. I get that, but Grookey doesn't sound like some shit you hear a frog say. You know, like, oh, what's up, frog? And he says
Yeah,
Grookey. I'll be like,
but the
the
frog
fuck you
cries.
just say to me? Yeah, I'd kick that frog. Fuck out of here.
And then I ended up getting a couple of Black Friday stuff too. I also got Shenmue and the Steelbook Don't need to show that. Go already showed his.
I showed it better. He
Also got Concrete Genie.
Hell yeah, man, brother.
I'm glad I got.
Wait,
this.
Is that not actually sealed?
No, both these aren't sealed. Both this and Ukulele.
Oh, you got that?
Was able to grab that for $10. Goodbye.
I can't remember. Did I? Oh, yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did buy that, but I just haven't picked it up yet.
And yeah, I got Black Friday stuff, but we'll show that later. And then digitally, did I buy anything digitally? Forget if I got anything. No, I think the big eShop sale is going on right now, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, that a huge fucking eShop sale.
There's a lot of stuff on sale. Not a lot of them are the best prices, but there's a lot of stuff on there that's worth getting.
The Telltale Batman games are fucking like $350 or some shit.
Just gotta watch your performance on that.
Yeah, but on Switch, I'm sure it's fine. On like handheld, I'm sure it's okay.
I did on Steam. Steam's autumn sale is going on, and I bought the game Kind Words, which is one of the games nominated for the what's the category?
Games for Change.
Biggest dick.
Yeah, that too.
Biggest dick. No,
I was reading reviews on it, and I heard it was actually like a pretty cool, like chill, like one of those heartwarming games. $5, why not? So I'll probably play that and maybe beat that by next week or the week after that.
I want a game that like fucking doesn't warm my heart.
Did you play?
I guess we'll be talking. I guess I guess we'll be playing Doki Doki Literature. Yeah. I want another one.
Yeah. So there's that. Then I'm gonna grab Captain Toad on Switch, cause that's for the first time ever that's on sale on fucking Switch Digital.
How much is it?
$27. Still way too much, but I don't trust them to ever drop that price ever again.
Just get off some hobo or some shit.
I hate physical games.
What?
I refuse to play Ring Fit Adventure because I have to keep fucking swapping that shit out. I hate it. I'm having a good time with Astral Chain. I gotta fucking save it and then swap it out.
I agree with David and his head wobbles.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
fuck what? All you guys are over here. Where's my Overwatch disco? Oh, it's in fucking
Yeah, if it's digital only, I don't buy it. It's
inside Resident Evil 2 for some reason.
Fuck off. Eat my ass.
Also, what asshole does that? You put the case next to the fucking console and call it a day.
Gore does it!
I have a lot of games, though. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to look.
I don't want to hear that. I have 2,500 games. I don't get fucking do that.
I don't get fucking do that. Well, you don't get fucking English either.
I don't.
Yeah, I got them to fight.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. You don't have
Stingin's Rant. Fuck, I have people that go ahead and do that.
I have way more games. I have at least 5.
Anyway, digital games are better.
Eat my ass.
I go on a trip. I take this. My library's with me, brother.
Yeah, you don't play any of those games anyway, so fuck off.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's a podcast.
The only time I do digital is one for Steam. It's so cheap. It's stupid not to get it sometimes on Steam just because it is so
physical
fucking
games. If you ever fucking move like an adult, you actually see how much it fucking sucks.
I have a house.
You don't move as much.
Hey, guess what? It's 36 episodes in. Your fucking top room is still not done. Look behind you. Look behind you.
Hey,
look behind
David,
you.
Hey, David, when we have to move, you know what? It makes us appreciate our game collection even more.
No, you hate it. You hate it.
because you have to lift them up and they're heavy and you're like, wow, look at all the shit I have that won't just disappear.
Look at all this fucking wasted money.
Look at this. Look at all this.
Look at all this future dust.
Wait. Oh man, I'm exercising. I'm getting swole with my game collection.
Look at all this future dust that's worth like less and less dollars every day.
Dude, this one game's worth $300. I can sell it whenever I want.
Look at the other 5
games.
You can't do that with $250.
You can't do that with.
I bought them at launch.
Look at this. I don't even know what you said. I was still talking.
Anyway,
look, I got several games that are physical, complete a box worth over 500. I ain't fucking worried about shit.
See? Hey, yeah, the digital. You know how much it's fucking worth? Fucking nothing.
My actual playtime. Speaking of, that's a good transition. David's Rant's actually the slimming future of a game ownership.
Yeah, so slimming. There's like 5,000 companies out there that do the limited run shit nowadays, but so slimming.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like fucking so few people.
Fuck
Microsoft doesn't even give a fuck about that.
Ass. Limited run games is huge. To the point where you'll find their games in fucking Best Buys now.
Yeah, on clearance.
No,
All right,
no,
David.
Definitely.
Your
no.
rant time.
Delete
All right.
the
Go.
fucking clear.
All right, so this is my second rant on this, and a lot of people were expecting with the advent of Stadia that it was going to be kind of a sign of the times that yes, we're finally at that point where we can go ahead and go digital only. Thankfully, Stadia was a huge fucking failure, but I honestly think what Xbox is doing with their service, it will actually be because I trust Microsoft to actually do this. It'll be a much more comprehensive demo of what we can expect for the future. I don't like the idea of digital only. There's a lot of games that even digital has its place. A lot of indie games have made it digitally that would never back in the day see the light of fucking day on a physical cartridge. But it's one of those things that as a collector, yeah, I would much rather have a physical item sitting there on my shelf. And I honestly, as much as I hate it, I know we are going to go to a point where as streaming becomes more readily available, that is where we're heading to as a market. And it makes me sad.
Shut up.
Oh, fuck you.
Shut your ass up. I agree with you, but shut up.
Thank God we're done with that.
I was about to throw up all over my inside of my pants.
All right.
I'm going to throw up on my inside.
Cutting to trivia, part 1.
Oh, no. That we took this America from the whoever. I don't even care.
Welcome to the first trivia of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Welcome.
This is our redemption run for a couple weeks ago when these two little soy boys ended up tying. So we're gonna do another, not a music one this time, but it's gonna be a. I usually now I'm gonna start saving it. So when you guys who's out of here? All right, David, you're out.
What? Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. Nope. You heard him.
David, take off your headphones.
Rules.
I thought we said Gore was out.
No, you.
No? I'll go out for the next one.
Fuck you.
I'll go out for the next one.
Okay. All right, Gore. This one is called The Sound of Failure. Can you name the video games by the sound of you dying?
No.
All right, well, all right, David, come back.
How long is it?
So there's 36 questions. There's 16 minutes on the timer, but the actual video is like under 5 minutes. So you're gonna be able to go around. You'll give up probably if you don't finish them all. But like you'll probably go like 3 times maybe. And you can take your time on it. There's plenty of time. I played this one by myself actually before.
Oh.
I got like 13. I didn't know what I was doing. There's a gaming showdown beta on Sporkle. Shout outs to Fear the Manatee. That's who made this quiz. There's a showdown thing. I clicked. I was like, oh, what's that? And it immediately throws you in with someone else that's on the website right now that's doing that quiz, and you got to compete with them. I'm like, oh fuck. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, the shitty thing is that when you're playing,
already know all the answers.
No, not even that. Is that when you're playing the quiz, you know how it is where it has a timer. If you click the name, it'll show up later on if you guessed it later on. So, like if you say like, I don't know, fucking Pokemon, but it's like one of the later ones in the video, it pops up as that even though you didn't mean it for that. Well, the fucking this asshole when I started playing it, I was getting it like the first like 6 I had, right? He got the first one because I started too late. I got the next 5, and then after that, you start just seeing all the fucking ones sporadically across the board. I'm like, oh, this guy's just typing in fucking video games.
Cheating, just putting any video game.
Yeah, so fuck that. But it's a cool concept if you're not fucking dicks about it.
Right.
Anyway, cool. So let's get started. Ready and go.
Mario.
Okay.
I don't have to pick a certain game, right?
It's cause of death and the game title, but you're good.
Okay.
So there's that.
Mario 64.
No.
It could be a Sunshine.
No. Want to go back?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got plenty of time, so if you want to rewind too, you're good. One more time?
Yeah. Fuck is that? Galaxy?
No.
Mario Kart?
No.
Alright, skip it.
Okay.
It's fucking Mario, I know. Mega Man, I think?
No.
Sub-Zero wins.
Was it?
All right, I got you.
I would have got it anyway. It sounded like a fucking
Right.
fatality. Mortal Kombat. Or 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck.
Flawless victor fatality.
Victor. I love that. Flawless Victor. Was it? Go back to the one before Mortal Kombat. I mean, right after Mortal Kombat.
I think it's the same one.
I know, but I want to hear the beginning. Alright, pause it. What the fuck is that? I know what it is.
One more time.
Yeah, sure. Play just the beginning part.
Okay.
Flawless victor fatality.
Oh, Sonic.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright.
Like. Tomb Raider?
No.
Alright, let me hear that one again. Can you go back to just the, like... Alright, just go back to it again. That fucking, like, shing noise. Play it one more time. Good.
Keep going.
Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, alright, go back to that actually. I don't know what that is. Spider House, maybe? I don't know. Sounds like some fucking horror game.
No.
Maybe Resident Evil?
Let's see.
Don't think
No.
so, though. I got. Luigi's Mansion? I don't know.
I think that's what I guessed too on here. No.
All right. Oh, maybe Ghosts and Goblins? Or Ghouls and Ghosts, whichever one.
Let's see.
Ghouls
and Ghosts. No.
No?
No.
All right, continue. Wait, stop it. I know what that is. Is it Lemmings? Oh no.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, go back to this one that's playing in the beginning. I've heard this before. Oh, that's Punch Out actually, isn't it? The next one. That's one next.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Punch Out. Dig Dug?
No.
Hubert.
No.
Alright, play that one again. No, just continue.
Continue.
Oh, continue? Is that Smash? No,
Yeah.
is it? Okay. That's the first Smash, I
Yeah.
think, right?
That's Melee.
Or Melee? Perfect Dark?
No.
What is that? That sounds familiar. Go back to that one.
Yeah. Oops. Okay.
Perfect Dark Zero?
Yeah, I think it would have popped up.
Mega Man.
What'd you say?
Mega Man 1, 2, 3, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
is in
just
there.
Mega Man.
Oh. It's Oddworld?
Let's see. No.
No?
Go back.
Play that one again? Yeah, play that one with the fucking weird kid. What is that? Some fucking explodes. Alright, go ahead. Hey, was that it for that last one?
I think so.
Like that? Is that God of War?
Let's see.
That was way too short. I couldn't really tell. That little thing, that was all one? Yeah, go back to it again. Why is it cut off so fucking abruptly?
Disney editors, man.
Huh?
Disney editors like that Star Wars fucking teaser.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, continue. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, Zelda 2. I think that's Zelda 2.
And this one?
I think so, right?
No.
No? Wait, play it again. Oh, no, that's no, wait, no, play it. It's not like Zelda 2. I envision fucking Ganon's stupid face. When he shows up, you die.
It's like sup, Link.
Play that again.
Yeah.
Ganon returns. You failed. Fuck off or something. Whatever he says. Anyway, play that again.
Oh, it still goes. That's still part of it.
Play the whole thing then.
Yeah, so it's 10 seconds long. You got 5 minutes, by the
Dr.
way.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Heard that before.
You going?
By AVG, yeah, no. Yeah, I've heard it before. I don't know.
You got about like a minute and a half left of this. You got about 4.5 minutes in the quiz.
Play that again. That's Tomb Raider, I think.
Yeah.
Be fair, wait, pause it. All right, go before that starts. Wait, stop.
Go back.
Stop. No, I know. I think that's Mario Kart, isn't it?
No.
No. Ooh,
I'd get tripped off that beginning part too.
It's a Mario, obviously. 64?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him falling down.
Yeah. Play that part again? I'm gonna hear that again, actually. Oh, I know what that is, I think. But go to the one. Pause it. Fuck.
You got 2.5 minutes.
Alright, continue. Is that Dig Dug?
No.
That's a fucking arcade game. Fuck is that? It's not Pac-Man, is it? It's like something obvious that I can't fucking think of. Gradius. What the fuck is that?
I hear it again. You got 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Play it again. Alright, just continue. GoldenEye.
Yep.
Look, shit. Castlevania? Is that Symphony of the Night?
Yep.
That's something. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Last one before this quiz starts over.
Okay. Yeah, that's Pac-Man.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, start over.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 1 minute.
Okay. I didn't get this one right.
No.
Wait, pause it. That like Mario Golf or some shit? Tennis?
No.
That's not Mario Kart?
No.
It's Mario, I know that, right? It's a Mario, right?
One more time.
Alright, just go.
20 seconds.
Go to the one where the girl dies.
I think just the next one, you're gonna have time for one more. That's it.
Alright.
Alright, see how he did, because I gotta calculate, because you said some stuff for other games that weren't it.
Yeah.
Let's see. You got 12.
Okay.
You got about 33%.
All right.
It's not bad.
All right, I'll take it. Come back, fucker. Dumb idiot.
Yeah, some of these you're very, very close on.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, come on. Hurry up.
I have returned.
Have you, though?
He has risen.
Rise from your grave.
I from your grave.
Rise from your peanut sandwich. Not even peanut butter, just peanut.
What the hell's wrong with you? Fucking hurry up. Let's talk about peanuts.
These nuts?
No peanuts.
Alright.
Alright.
What am I doing?
Peanuts?
This is the quiz is called The Sound of Failure, and it's
I couldn't hear you. He was fucking vaping.
We get it. We get it. You vape. This is called The Sound of Failure. So you got to guess the game based on the sound of the death.
He knows all about failure.
Oh, fuck you.
He's gonna win this one. He dies a lot in all these games with
it. All right. Whenever you're ready. There's 36 questions. There's 36 answers, 60 minutes on the clock, and the quiz is just a little over 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, Mario.
Okay.
Wait, go back.
That was still Mario.
That was so far
the end of the Mario,
yeah. That's Mario Party?
No.
Oh, that was a good guess. I didn't guess that.
Strikers?
No.
For Strikers, fuck off.
Super Mario RPG?
No.
Yes.
Mario Kart?
No.
64?
You want to hear it again? No.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. What's the snowboarding one? No, that's the snowboarding one.
Snowboarding? What the fuck? We were in SSX3 on the game.
That's right. Exactly. Was that Sunshine?
No.
Odyssey?
No.
If it was Odyssey, I'd be pissed.
Just keep going.
I thought this was like older games.
Is that Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior?
Fuck if I know.
No.
Alright. Oh, is that Dig Dug?
Yes.
Is that Dig Dug? Oh, shit. Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Sub-Zero wins.
Oh, yeah. Both the trailer.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Yep.
Perfect Dark?
No.
Tomb Raider?
No.
That
Killer
shing noise, really.
I'll play it again.
I got no idea. Is that Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior?
No.
Gabriel Knight?
No.
Knight with like a K.
Yeah.
sure you spell it.
Is that Splatterhouse?
No.
I think I guessed
Sweet
the same
Home?
thing.
What?
Is it Sweet Home?
No.
Oh,
I gotta keep going.
And it's still playing.
Oh, Lemmings.
Mm-hmm.
Punch Out. Pac-Man?
No.
Go back to the other one real quick. Oh, Burger Time?
Yep.
Shit.
Oh, Smash.
Yep.
Pokemon.
Nope.
Really?
Also, this goes for like 10 seconds, so let me play it all.
Is that Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior?
No.
Final Fantasy?
Yep.
Oh, is that Tomb Raider?
No.
Perfect Dark?
No.
Alright, keep going. Oh, is that Phantasmagoria?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Phantasmagoria?
Yeah.
Never heard of Phantasmagoria?
No.
I don't remember how it sounds when someone dies.
I don't even know how to spell
was
that.
more of a point
How do you even spell that?
Phantasmagoria.
No.
Alright.
I don't think they're super obscure on here, honestly.
That one's not that obscure. It's a point click.
Oh,
I
wait,
think so, isn't
Mega
it?
Man.
Yep.
Oh, Zelda.
Yep.
Shit.
Is that Pac-Man?
No.
Alright, keep going. Oh, was that Double Dragon?
Nope.
Alright, keep going. Is that Chrono Trigger?
Nope. You want to play it again?
Nah, keep going. Oh, is that Another World?
Nope.
Alright. That's got to be Tomb Raider or Perfect Dark. One of those
That's
two.
Tomb Raider.
Oh, that's Mario 64.
Yep.
That's Pac-Man. Okay.
No.
All right. Well. GoldenEye.
What?
GoldenEye.
Yep.
Oh, is that oh fuck. That laugh. Ah, fuck. Play that one more time. Fuck, that laugh. I know that laugh. I can't place it though.
Next one.
Yeah. That's Pac-Man.
There you go. You want to go through the game, the quiz again? You got 6 minutes.
Have I already beat Gore yet?
Yeah, you're
He's been on his phone. All right. Let me.
Yeah, but if I'm buying one, getting one anyways.
Speaking of good deals, let's just go through this quiz and see what you guys
No,
missed.
wait. No. I don't think. Wait, did Wii U games count? I guess it would, right? Because who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
All right, you guys ready?
it's in the list at least. Yeah.
Let's
I
go
was
through.
ready before fucking we
Let's
paused
go
it.
through the
My body's
incorrect
ready.
stuff. All right.
We had to pause it because you had to go get some fucking
Super Mario Bros.
deals.
It's Banjo Kazooie.
Ah.
Well, they should have made him sound like Mario.
Woohoo! This is Earthbound.
Okay. Wait, pause. You didn't say how many points we
Oh,
fucked up.
David,
He
you
got,
led.
he got like 3 more than me. I know
Yeah,
that.
literally exactly 3.
3 more? Yeah.
Yeah, Gore, you had 12. David, you had 15.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Resident Evil Dead Aim.
Who would have ever fucking?
You would have got it for Resident Evil though.
I guess. I would never get them able to.
Dig Dug.
Dick Dog. That's a
Mortal
shooter.
Kombat.
Oh, that's Mortal Kombat. That's right.
Wins.
One of them I kept hearing and thinking it was like one of those coin-operated, like...
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. One of them's coming up that I think is like a... like Time Crisis or some shit.
This is Assassin's Creed.
That's what the sound is, okay.
This is Pitfall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Pitfall. They said Pinball.
This is Left 4 Dead.
Oh.
Okay.
This is Yoshi's
Without
Story.
any of the other sounds. Oh, creepy. Yoshi's
I remember his Yoshi Story being that haunting. Goddamn.
Yeah. And also, that Left 4 Dead one's kind of bullshit because you have all these other sounds and stuff around. I don't know.
Right.
Kind of isolated just to scream. It's kind of annoying.
Lemmings. You guys both had that. Punch Out. This is Doom.
Oh, you can hear the demons in the background. Yeah. You're. That sucks. That's. Wait, what? Wait, this is still Doom.
Yeah.
That must have been the SNES version or some shit. That sounded stupid.
It says Doom Baron of Hell.
Oh, isn't that one of the DLCs? Not DLCs.
No, that's how you died. The Baron of Hell.
Baron of Hell. Okay. Wasn't there like a something of Hell that was like an extra edition of Doom or something? Or am I thinking Doom 3?
I have no idea.
There we go.
Burger Time. You guys. Oh no, David had that one.
Yep. That was my jam.
Super Smash Bros. Melee. This is Super Metroid.
That's Super.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
Oh, and the fucking
Yeah, the last thing.
shit's
So
blown up.
yeah, when everything's blowing up.
Okay.
Right
Very-
here, right here. This is Super Metroid.
I didn't know it was gonna be so
This
situational.
is Katamari. And you can hear it coming up right here, you can hear the DJ scratching.
Alright, okay. It could have been Jet Set Radio too.
That's what I was thinking too. Final Fantasy.
I was thinking Jet Set Radio instead though.
Time Splitters 2.
Time's
Oh.
The problem is I don't die in these games.
Mega Man.
Ever.
This is Zelda. This next one's fucking weird.
The one that cuts off?
No, so it actually lasts longer than you'd think. So this one keeps going. Still going.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah, so that is The Sims 3 Ambitions. When a meteor falls and followed by the Grim Reaper.
Come on.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, this quiz is really situational. Like, just in certain aspects. I thought it'd just be like the death grunts, you know, like the game over screens. It wouldn't be like, oh, you have to get killed by this certain enemy or some shit. Or this certain situation, then something else happens. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Metal Gear.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's more what I was thinking, just this. When you die and you hear this shit.
This is Star Fox.
Okay.
This is Kid oh, sorry, no. This is Kid Icarus.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Oregon Trail.
Okay.
Pepperoni and cheese.
Prince of Persia.
Oh, fuck.
It's
That's
pretty-
what that was.
Tomb Raider Anniversary.
Oh, Tomb Raider Anniversary, okay.
Super Mario 64. Minesweeper.
Okay, alright.
Donkey Kong. That was the one you were close on,
Oh,
Gore.
yeah, I was having a hard time with that. I knew it was alright.
GoldenEye.
Some of these are too classic. You gotta
Kirby's
think of
Dream Land.
Oh, of
yes.
course, yeah, that's when he dances.
This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, David. You missed this one.
That's the only one I got to do. This one takes a long time. And then you have to load to the fucking menu. You have to load the fucking game. You have to wait for the shitty fucking PS1 to fucking load. And then you get in and you die again. You have to do it again.
And Pac-Man.
That's Pac-Man.
Alright. Congratulations, David.
You won one.
Yeah.
Finally.
You-
It's
Yep.
been 19
19 and a half.
and a half.
We'll do round 2 coming up here later on the podcast.
All right, back at it. What's up, guys?
Welcome back.
All right,
Welcome
wait,
back.
wait, hold
Gore
on.
lost again.
Wait, hold on. Put part 2 now.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
Oh, fuck.
Do it live!
Alright. So David left last time, so Gore, you're out of here.
So that means David will leave again. 'Cause he's a good little boy.
No, fuck you.
Fine, well, I don't give a shit. Fuck y'all.
Alright, where you at? I'm sending you the beginning of the quiz here. $5.26. All right. Your quiz is you have to pick out the characters from Mortal Kombat series and avoid the fakes.
All right.
There's 84
Yeah.
fucking characters in here.
That's fine.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Did you send me the new one?
Yep.
For some reason, Facebook's not just alerting me when I get it. Now I got to keep refreshing Facebook. There we go. All right, ready.
All right, go.
Suhao, Cassie Cage, Kodokan, Rain, Kratos, Shao Kahn, Ferrator.
Okay.
Jade, Aaron Black, Lee May, Garrus, Moloch, Cyrax, Kano, Motaro, Kintaro, Frost, Ashra.
Okay.
Quan Chi, Johnny Cage, Kunjin, Oni. No, not Oni.
You fucked up.
Yeah, I fucked up. Jarek, Havoc, Leatherface, Chameleon. I think he's one, but I'll come back to that. Boraicho, Goro, Kung Lao, Jason Voorhees, Predator, Reptile, Fusion, Baraka, Devora, Kira, Noob Saibot, Sindel, Kenshi, Jax, Nightwolf, Mocap, Liu Kang, Shujinko, Katana, Dagon, Raiko, Taven, Collector, Darius, Sonya Blade, Smoke, Striker, Scarlet, Cabal, Shang Tsung, Takeda, Chameleon, Jackie Briggs, Tremor, Freddy Krueger, Mavado, Melina, Meat, Serena, Cyber Sub-Zero, Alien, Triborg, Cetrion, Sub-Zero, Cobra, Scorpion, Shiva, Blaze, Ermac, Tanya, Raiden, Shinnok, Natara, Sector.
There's still 5 more.
Draman.
Where are we going at? What row?
Draman is under Kung Jin.
What row?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Row 6.
And what was it?
Draman.
Oh, all the way to the right. All right. Okay.
Onaga? After Goro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You only get 2 more guesses because you messed up that one.
Yeah. I don't know who I could be missing.
You got to give up.
You wanna-
Dead air.
Just quickly scanning to see if anything pops out at me, but no, I think I got all the ones that are coming to me.
Give up.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna save that.
Oh, fuck!
Oh. All right.
I missed Frost. God damn it.
So.
All right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, David ain't happy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what this
What
is
are we doing?
you got to pick out all the Mortal Kombat characters inside of all these, and there's a bunch of fakes.
Okay.
There's 84 potential. Do you want to know what David got, or do you want to just go in blind? What do you want to do?
Sure. Tell me.
Yeah, 81 out of 84.
Wait, hold on. All right, say it again. My fucking thing kicked on. Go ahead.
You got 81 out of 84.
Oh damn.
So let me send you over the
Oh, I have
list.
to look at something.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the list right now.
So wait, what? All right, so I have to just look at a list.
Yeah, you have plenty of time. He didn't even. He has still like 3 minutes left.
I don't exactly get.
There's a bunch of fakes. So it's gonna say like it's not gonna say it, but like Banjo-Kazooie, are they a Mortal Kombat character or not? It's gonna show you a long list of characters. You're gonna go through, list off all the Mortal Kombat characters in the row, so that way we keep it track because it's a long list.
Okay.
Right? So you're getting the list now.
Okay. Facebook, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Right.
Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Okay. I have to get it first, so.
Yeah, it's still sending to you right now.
Wait, it's sending to me? Okay, here we go.
There you go.
There you go. Jesus, sorry, yeah, no, I'm gonna use my computer for that. You can't fucking see it on my phone.
Remember, you got plenty of time. David had like 3 or 4 minutes left over still.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, and go.
Okay. Takeda, that's real. Yoon.
Just list out the ones that you think are real.
Okay. Oh boy.
And be careful what you say to me, because I'm gonna click it right away. So if you might get it wrong, that's happened to David.
Oh, okay. He got 81 out of 84, right though?
Yep.
Alright. Shit. Okay, Takeda, yes. Yoon, I'm gonna skip that for now.
Okay.
I can do that, right?
Yep. Just make sure you're clear with what you're doing.
Alright, Su Howie, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm pretty sure he's real.
So click
yes.
It. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goro, yes. Noob Saibot, yes. E Honda, no. Jolanda. Oh shit. I'm gonna skip that one. See, he's also really adept.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how much we have at the end. So if you want to go through and just know the ones you do know, then we'll go back and afterwards.
Yeah, I'll go back. Johnny Cage, yes, obviously. Apopka. I'm gonna skip. I don't think so though, but don't click it yet. All right. Bartleby, I'm gonna skip for now. Ashray, I'll skip. Jury, no, obviously not. That's Street Fighter, I believe. Rico, see, a lot of these might be Armageddon characters too. But Rico, I'm gonna say no. I'll skip for now. Draman. I'm gonna skip for now. Fei Long, no. Julie. I say no. Sagat, no. Moloch, yes. Kai.
You might want to go a little faster than this. David would just listen them off.
Why?
You got 6 minutes now.
He said I had plenty of time. He didn't tell me.
The way he listened was like he was fucking zooming through it.
All right, Kai. I don't remember Kai. I'm gonna say yes. Hugo, no. Guile, no. Boraicho, yes. Cyber Sub-Zero, yes. Ziku, no. Mocap, yes. Sea Viper, no. Quan Chi, yes. Fang, no. Sindel, yes. Xeon, no. Adon, no. Yang, no. Nikali, no. Collector, yes. Cobra. Who the fuck's Cobra? He sounds familiar. I think that's... I'm going to skip that for now. Melina, yes. Of course. El Forte? No. Birdie, no. Baraka, yes. Jackie Briggs, yes. Ronnie, no. Ryu, no. Dagon. Oh, shit. Dagon. I'm going to skip that for now. Smoke, yes. Alien, yes. Shiva, yes. Eagle, no. Taven. Is it Taven? Taven, yes, he's from Armageddon. Havoc. I know he's yes, but I can't remember where he's from. Yes. M. Bison, no. Obviously. Zangief, no. Blanca, no. Hakan. Oh, he sounds like a real one. Shit. I'm going to skip that one. Jarek, yes. 12, no. Venmo, no. Sodom, I don't think so, no. Serena, oh, I think she's real. I'm going to say yes. Sakura, no. Chun-Li, no. Remy.
You got 4 minutes.
Okay. Remy, no. Hataru, yes. Korukan, yes. DJ, no. Devora, yes. Shabazz, I don't remember Shabazz. I'm going to say no. Shang Tsung, no. Yes. Sorry. Fujin, yes. Freddy Krueger, yes. Makoto, no. Rose, no. Elena, no. Cyrax, yes. Rufus, no. Sean, no. Abel, no. Darius, no. Necro, yes. Raiden, yes. Gil.
Necro is not.
I said yes to Necro.
I know he's not a character.
Oh, he's not? I thought he was.
Raiden,
you know,
yes. Okay.
That's probably Soul Calibur. All right, you're gonna tell me which one's wrong?
I will tell you. So far, you're good. That's what I'm telling you. You got 3 minutes now.
Okay.
So far,
Gil, no. Junie, no. Laura, no. Kung Jin, yes. Cassie Cage, yes. Rain, yes. Scorpion, yes. Dragonov, no. Oni, no. Vega, no. Striker, yes. Dulcim, no. Jin, that's whatever. That's no. Aaron Black, yes. DeCapri, no. Sonya Blade, yes. Baba Booey, no. Motaro, yes. Kano, yes. Akuma, no. I wouldn't be surprised if he does show up, though. Nightwolf, yes. Golden Arms, no. Abuki, no. No, yeah. Tremor, yes. Cabal, yes. Leatherface, yes. Q, no. Blaze, no. What's Blaze?
You got 2 minutes.
Oh, actually. Maki, no. Menet, no. Rashid, no. Sub-Zero, yes. Kratos, yes. Ferrator, yes. Alyx, no. Tanya, yes. Guy, no. T-Hawk, no. Predator, yes. Kentaro, yes. Onaga, yes. Triborg, yes. Karen, no. She might be actually real. Lee May. Oh shit, what's Lee May? Is that Mortal Kombat or is it? No, I'm gonna say no. Oro, no. Nash, no. Natara, no. Cetrion, yes. Ken, no. Shujinko, no. Oh yes, sorry. Fuck that up. Shujinko. Chameleon, yes. Dan, no. Reptile, yes. Meat, yes. Urian, no. Chameleon, yes. Shao Kahn, yes. Shinnok, yes. Frost, yes. Shinso Cho, no. You got no. Dudley, no. Mund, no. Cody, no. Beetlejuice, no. Cammy, no. Jade, yes. Jason Voorhees, yes. Balrog, no. Ingrid, no. Katana, yes. Ermac, yes. Sector, yes. Gokin, whatever, no. Rolento, no. Jax, yes. Kung Lao, yes. Poison, no. Sassy, no. Kira, no. Daru, no. Evil Ryu, Seth. Kenshi. Seth and Ryu, no. Kenshi, yes. Armika, no. Liu Kang, yes. Geras, yes. Movado, no. And Scarlet, yes. So which ones am I missing?
You're still off. You're at 69. You have 50 seconds.
I don't know which ones I fucking don't know.
Yun, E Honda, Jolanda, Apopka, Bartleby, Ashra, Jury, Raiko, Draman, Fei Long, Julie, Zagat, Hugo, Guile.
All right, hold on. Okay, just say them and then I'll say yes or no.
We got 30 seconds. I'm just listening them off. Just tell me when you feel.
All right. Well, I can't do that though. He just lists them off. I don't remember. You just said a bunch of names. Say again.
Yun.
No.
E Honda.
No.
Jolanda.
I already said.
Well, these are the ones you haven't answered. Opka.
E Honda. I said no. No.
Bartleby.
No.
Ashra.
No.
Jury.
No.
Raiko.
I said jury. No.
Draman.
Yes.
All right, that wasn't one.
Okay.
And it's out of time.
I think everything else is no, though.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah. So it's because the way David did it is he just listed all the characters he knew off the top of his head. So instead of going like each one, he would go Takeda, Huso, Goro, Noob Saibot, Johnny Cage, and then move on to
Right.
the next one.
Sure. Okay.
But,
I say no for everything else though. If that,
right.
if
Well,
that counts.
you did good. 69 out of 84 still.
Huh?
You did good still.
What do you mean?
That was it. 8 minutes.
Wait, how many did I get?
69 out of
69.
84.
But that's what I got before I started answering some of them.
Yeah, I know. We had
Again.
like 30 seconds left anyway though. I was trying to go through and.
I know, but I answered some of them no and stuff.
It's
Yeah, but you gotta guess which one it is.
See, if I knew how much time I fucking had in the beginning, then it would have helped.
I know. I thought you were gonna have more time with the way we're doing it.
I needed to think about it. Like, fucking just because David did it quick.
You're not fucking
wants
nerd
to
like
get
David.
over it. Yeah. Well, I think I got him.
You did good.
If I had more time, it would be fine. I don't know why there's a fucking time limit for everything.
To keep it going.
I think 6 minutes is a little too quick for 80 fucking how many? 86 fucking characters?
84.
Did it in like 3.
That's cool. You just said yes, yes, no, no, no.
No, he just went through and just listed off
I
the
just
ones
named
he
the
didn't
characters.
know that he didn't know. He didn't even bother with the ones he knew that weren't.
So you didn't even mark off the ones I said even though I had 30 seconds left?
No.
Why?
I forgot that was the marker there.
All right.
Either way, it wasn't close though, but it was still.
I only got 2 wrong.
Yeah, and David only got 1 wrong.
And it's because I
I
fucked
thought you
up.
said 3 wrong. You said 81 out of 84.
No, so
I
when
missed naming 3.
he missed naming
Oh.
3, but he only got 1 that he said was a character that was wrong. Which is once you
Yeah,
say
like
that,
what?
you can't go back and re-guess. What
Okay,
did
like
you
what?
What did you say?
So which one was it?
wrong?
I said Oni.
Right. You did get all the horror characters, which David apparently forgot about.
I missed a horror character?
Yeah, you didn't say. Let me see if I have your quiz still up. Let's see, where is it at?
I didn't think I missed a horror character.
Or did you? Oh, I thought you did. You didn't get Hotaru, Dairo, or Kai.
Yep.
Those are the ones you.
Those
you
are all
didn't-
those are all no. Those are all no, I think.
No, those ones were
Is this a-
characters.
What?
Hotaru, Dairo, and Kai are all characters.
Hotaru.
And David didn't.
Hotaru is
Yeah,
I
Hotaru
think
was
it's
the
one of
guy.
4 O's.
No, he was in Deception. All the ones that I missed were in Deception. Kai was the guy that used the. It looked like Ken that used the Kali sticks.
Okay.
Hotaru. I'm trying to remember what the fuck even was Hotaru. I don't remember. And Darius was another one that was kind of added in around that time.
Nerd.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Gotta really
congratulations.
stop with these time limit ones. Really annoying.
That's all Sporkle does. Is they're all time limit ones. I had to make my own if we want to go away from that.
All right.
All right. Moving on.
Whatever.
Okay. We're just gonna speed run some of these news articles because these I don't think they're really that big. So I'm just gonna do this all as one thing.
Yep.
Run down. 8 or cool. First up is Half-Life Alyx showed up for VR stuff.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Gore, what do you think of it? Because I know you play Half-Life, but you haven't played in a while. You haven't really played with the new ones. So you kind of have more of a basis than I do.
It's not. That's not correct at all. I played Half-Life 1.
I've played all the Half-Lives.
Half-Life 2 I've never finished. I've never
Oh,
played
right,
the
that's
episode
what it
at
was.
all. Yeah.
Are
I've
you
never
planning-
finished Half-Life 2.
Are you planning on one day?
I mean, I won't be able to play this anyway, so I guess it really doesn't fucking matter. It'll be on Valve Index and the stupid-ass Oculus, so
You're never interested in getting an Oculus Quest?
it's not going to be on Oculus Quest. I assure you it's not. Oculus Quest is not powerful enough for a game like this.
They can't just downgrade it?
No, there's no way. The level of interaction that they showed in this trailer, there's no way.
I always
Like
assume
just the physics that they have in there, there's no way. Quest is like good for Beat Saber and like fucking like on-rail shooters and stuff. This isn't an on-rail shooter, by the way. They keep saying that.
It's a full-on like
you walk around
campaign stuff. That's fair.
It's gonna be 20 hours, I heard. So,
I thought Oculus Quest was like a fully...
It might be, but if it's downgraded, then I mean, I don't know. It's like, what's the point?
What do you guys feel about them throwing this on VR? Did you guys before I even ask? Did you guys watch the 20-minute interview that Jeff Keighley had with the developers?
No,
that was
I didn't
actually
watch
pretty
the
interesting.
interview.
They went in with like what they were doing in Valve this entire time and what kind of prototypes they were doing, and they mentioned that they've done a sequel to every single game that they've made, but just nothing ever stuck to the wall for them caring about this. And then when it came down to VR and them knowing it, they wanted to. It was between Portal and Half-Life that they wanted to, and Portal they decided was a little bit too nauseating because at the end of Portal 2, just at some points in Portal 2 you're just fucking falling in between portals and stuff like that, and they were like, no, that's too much for this. But then they decided that Half-Life was actually a pretty good world to mess around in. That it's a good watch. I actually really liked it. And then Jeff Keighley also said that he's doing a whole documentary behind all that stuff, which is cool. But what do you guys think about them putting this in VR?
I think it's an interesting choice, if only because of the fact that Half-Life is something that we have been waiting a long fucking time for something new, considering we never got Half-Life 3. Hell, we didn't even get Half-Life 2 Episode 3. So there's 2 3s that we got fucked out of when it comes to Half-Life. And now we get a kind of pre-sequel scenario, and it's for VR only.
Which, to be fair, did you see the details about it?
No.
They said that they recommend you beat Half-Life 2 Episode 2.
Okay.
So I have a feeling it's going to tie in. The way I'm thinking about it is they're using this to gauge audience care for the fucking franchise again, because the way Valve's talking about this is their big return to games. Like, that's the way they're going about it.
It also makes sense, because there's actually a massive spoiler, which you wouldn't know is a spoiler, for the Half-Life 2 series of games in that trailer. But again, unless you've played them already, you don't know it's a spoiler.
Yeah, they have Episode 2 reference in there. I know that.
There's a lot of dialogue in there. But
it is the way I'm thinking about it is this is going to lead off into a big push for Half-Life 3. Like, there's a big... I have a feeling it's going to lead
some kind of Half-Life. I agree. I think it's an interesting choice going with VR. One, because I feel like there's 2 tactics that I see here. One, if you are going to push VR and you're going to go heavy in, you go with your biggest fucking hitter. And let's be honest, Valve's biggest hitter is fucking Half-Life. Easily. I would easily wager Half-Life is their biggest hitter.
Counter-Strike.
I would say Counter-Strike. I'd put Portal above there, too. I think Half-Life...
If you ask any long-term Valve fan, Half-Life is by far their biggest fucking hitter.
I'm sure, but like when it comes to hitters, like what do you mean by hitters? Critically,
I think you're
or sales-wise.
I think you're underestimating the importance of Half-Life.
No, there's a difference.
I think you're a big bitch.
I think you're just big.
Well, yeah. Thanks. Thanks, man.
No, I mean, I get the importance of it, but that's different from the actual, like, what it can do anymore. Like, I don't...
Here's the thing. This trailer came out and got millions of views within the first couple days. If this was a Team Fortress 2, if this was a Dota, we would not be seeing that same exact kind of response that we're seeing now.
If it was Dota 3, then you definitely would.
I don't think
Dota's pretty big, right?
Dota's
if there was a new Counter-Strike game that got announced, the trailer wouldn't be like... It would get a lot of views, but it wouldn't be like praised like this trailer was, of course, because there's no story in Counter-Strike. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, people will lose their shit.
Here,
they got a new gun.
That's exactly what Gore's saying is exactly what I say a lot of the times when it comes to this is the vocal minority with a lot of this is always like they always want single player like experiences, story stuff, and that's the stuff they talk about, and that's fine. But I think still like the mass majority of people are in it for the multiplayer shit. Like that's. And there's a whole generation of people that are all Half-Life is a meme. That's not a game. That's a meme to them.
There's a lot of people out there. I mean, kids nowadays, sure, I guess. Like if someone grew up like in the early 2000s, then they don't know what Half-Life is.
Like even like what, like an 18-year-old, are they gonna fucking care about what Half-Life is?
No, like I said, early people that grew up early 2000s, they're not gonna care. No.
Yeah.
I mean, they might care. They
now.
might care when it gets announced. No, I'm talking about just like teenagers.
No, I'm
like
saying
teenagers now
in early 2000s are either late teens or young adults now.
Yeah, but who has the money to afford?
No, they're
VR?
all
Not
late
them.
teens. Technically, they were born in 2000. Anyway,
They don't have the money for VR though.
how do you know?
Well,
there's
what I'm trying to get
14-year-old kids out there that make millions playing Fortnite. How do you know? Huh? How do you know? How do you know?
I'm gonna backhand you.
Go ahead, do it. Fucking I dare you.
I don't agree. This is their heaviest hitter. I think this is their most intriguing route.
I think I think it's their heavy hitter when it comes to critically, for sure.
Portal?
Because Half-Life 2 is huh? No, but Half-Life 2 is considered Half-Life 2 is considered one of the best games ever made. Which I mean, you could say GameSpot gave Portal #1, but that's fucking GameSpot. Nobody would consider Portal better than Half-Life 2, unless you're dumb.
No one in their right fucking mind.
Portal 2, I think, is better than Half-Life 2 because I never played Half-Life 2. So, I mean, that's easy for me to say. But Half-Life 2 is one of my favorite games ever. I think Half-Life 2 is so superior over Portal 1 that it upsets me that people think Portal 1's better. Like, legitimately. I get Portal 1 was a big surprise and yada yada and fucking whatever. It was so inventive. I get it. It was funny. It was great. It is great. But Portal 2 is so much better. I think the same thing is probably true with Half-Life 2.
But okay,
I only played Half-Life 1. But
like, I'm looking at the Metacritic. So
I don't give a fuck about Metacritic.
But I mean, that's what I'm gauging this at least off of. Half-Life 2, a 96. Exactly what you're just saying.
Yeah. Which Portal 2 also has
Episode 1 was 87.
Oh, yeah,
episode 2 was a 90 though. But like when you look at Portal, like I think Portal was like I never heard anything about Half-Life like even that year that it came out. Like didn't Halo kind of just
that came out that came out the same no well maybe not sales but maybe with sales sure but critically no I'm pretty sure Half-Life 2 got way more fucking Game of the Year awards than Half-Life 2 did. I remember G4 was the ones that gave fucking Half-Life 2 whatever their fucking award show with like G4 or something. I was upset because I never played Half-Life 2. I didn't have a computer to play it. And it didn't come out until for Xbox until like the year later. I'm pretty sure they gave it might have been just XPlay giving it Game of the Year. It might have been G4 year. But I was just like, what the fuck? That beat out Halo 2? The fuck is this? I think it was the same year San Andreas came out too, right?
Legacy wise, I don't know. I guess I just think
Halo,
that it's still
Half-Life 2 earned 39 Game of the Year awards the year it released.
Okay, how many did Halo 2 get?
I don't know.
I'm sure it got a lot too. I'm sure that was like either close. It might have even been more, but I think Half-Life 2, especially like the Game Awards. Remember when the Game Awards did their like best game of the decade? They gave it Half-Life 2. It wasn't the Game Award, it was Spike TV, but whatever.
Guinness Book of World Records has it as the highest rated shooter for games.
For games.
Well, yeah, but
highest rated shooter for movies though.
But what that was all. I feel like isn't that legacy though? Like isn't that just because at the time it was a groundbreaking thing and the way it pushed stuff, and now it's so different now.
It still holds up very well.
Halo 2 doesn't hold up as well as. I don't think Halo 2 holds up as well as it did. I mean, obviously.
Gameplay wise, I think so. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm in the same shoes as you, Gore, though. I've tried to play Half-Life 2 3 or 4 times, and I've got maybe 2 hours in, and it's just like.
But it's just not for us, though. That's the thing. Like, because it's not just a first-person shooter. It's a very... Every time I play it, it's like, all right, here we go, man. Fucking running, gunning. And it's really, like, exploration a lot. And there's, like, some, like, puzzles and some platforming from what I remember.
Do that nowadays, though. I'm not trying to shit on Half-Life 2. And I'm saying that it's still...
No, he is.
It's still a legacy thing. It's still a legacy thing, but I don't think that it's the game where it's like, yeah, it's going to shock the internet because, it's finally happening. But, I mean, like...
Dude, that would be the biggest. I assure you, when they announce Half-Life 3, it will be the biggest fucking thing, probably ever, when it comes to gaming. Especially like I'm talking about like reactions, shit. Like there'll be compilations. Fucking look, dude, these guys react to Half-Life 3 reveal. It's gonna be fucking amazing. They're gonna announce it. It's gonna be at Game Awards. Imagine they actually announced that.
Maybe just the people I also follow too, because I looked at some reactions to Half-Life and it was like, oh. It's Half-Life. Oh, that's cool. That's happening. That's cool. It's a cool return and like stuff like that. But
well, because it's a VR game. If it was Half-Life 3, that's why everybody was talking about They should have showed Half-Life Alyx at the Game Awards. I was like, no, that would have been the worst idea. Imagine showing, like, here's this new Half-Life game. People be like, what the fuck? And then they find out it's a fucking VR game. It would have been Diablo Immortal all over again.
No, they did it very smart, but
even though this game looks great, I think, especially like you get to like interact with things and find bullets. There's a game called Boneworks coming out soon, which looks awesome, by the way. That's very similar, where it has like really like deep interaction with like your character's body and everybody else's body and stuff. That's what it looks like they're doing here, where it's just like you interact with everything.
See, so cool. This is definitely the next big step for VR, and I think VR needs a AAA hitter, because there's no AAA hitter for VR at all whatsoever. It's still, we're how many years?
Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
We're how many years into the medium, and there's nothing that game. There's cool games you can recommend to a friend, but there's nothing like that game, where it's like everyone's got to play this game. Yeah, Concrete Genie.
Concrete Genie.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted.
Hey, that was a good game. Shut up.
How about
Exactly.
Fruit Ninja.
I think them making Half-Life Alyx as a VR is probably the smartest move, because I think making a Half-Life 3 right now, I think they have so much hurdles and guaranteed disappointment. Like,
it
at some point, there's literally no way they're gonna do that. There's the competition for FPS and narrative and the way people are doing it these days. It's like the opposite of what they were trying to do with Duke Nukem, where Duke Nukem kept trying to refresh and rehash and try to keep up with the times. Valve just dropped them. They're like, all right, we're not doing it. We're not going to be able to keep up with everything. And because of that, we didn't get a fucking zombie mess of a game like fucking Duke Nukem Forever was, as opposed to like Half-Life, where it's like, all right, they can just step away from it. And as someone who's not a fan, who, if I was in their shoes, I would feel a lot better of not getting a sequel and not having that disappointment, rather than getting that sequel and being disappointed by it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
You'd rather have a disappointing game.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
It wouldn't be disappointing. So I don't even.
He's gonna be feeling that when.
There's no way. Like what was that? What was that shitty ass? Wait, what did you say?
Hey, that's such a dumb mentality. I think there's no way this is not going to be disappointing.
No, it's not. It's well, what you said.
With the fact this is the meme where it's like, oh, it's finally happened. It's gonna break the internet if it shows up, and they're not gonna disappoint people.
This guy is all about like fucking crushing dreams and shit. Obviously, I'm keeping the dream alive. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the game of the year forever, every year. So I don't think there's no way in hell it's gonna be a bad game. There's no way. There is a way. There is no way.
There is a way.
No, Valve would not release a bad game called Half-Life 3. There's no way in hell. It might not be great, sure, but it ain't gonna be a bad game. There's no way. You can say Duke Nukem Forever, but they didn't even make that game. They fucking took a game that was like a fucking shell of it, and Duke Nukem's nowhere even near the quality of Half-Life.
No, okay, let's rewind. Let's rewind.
It's rewind time.
The definitions between our versions of bad games, okay. Bad games. Bad games to us that we know bad games, because I think a lot of people don't understand. Like, a lot of people who just play regular games, they don't get like, oh, like what game was a 7 recently?
You thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was bad, so
no, seriously, what game was like a 7 recently? Like a 7 or
Days Gone.
People were like, oh, a trash game, one of the worst games I've played. It's not a bad game. It's mediocre. Sure, it's okay. Sure, but that's not a bad game. So yes, let me retract that and say is there a possibility it could be bad? Yes. There's always a possibility of a game coming out as being bad. But let's be real here. There's definitely plenty of developers and publishers that have gone from the top of like they're doing critical acclaim games here, there. Look at Bungie. Fucking Halo games always fucking amazing. Destiny's like not even on our fucking radar anymore.
Yeah, but it's not a bad game.
No, it's not a bad game, but is it a great game? Fantastic game?
Some people probably would say that.
But you.
Maybe not fantastic. Me?
You.
It's all right. It's fine.
I will give Adrian the credence of
But Destiny's not nowhere near the fucking Half-Life. So
I will give Adrian the credence of this, though. It's been, 13, 14 years since we've been waiting for Half-Life 3. Whatever gets released, whether how good or bad it is, there will be that backlash because it's not going to be the game that a lot of people were expecting.
You're not going to live up to this hype.
Exactly. It's that kind of basically what happened to Final Fantasy 15. You know, a lot of people are waiting for 13 verses for so fucking long that when it finally came out as 15, it's like, okay. And I feel like that's
what good reviews.
It got good reviews, and it's an okay game. But, I mean, that's the thing. I could definitely see Valve's hesitation on doing anything with the number 3, especially when it comes to Half-Life. What I think would honestly be best is I do like the idea of Half-Life Alyx. I wish it wasn't VR for me personally. I'm just not a big fan of VR games.
That's the only way they could do it. That's the only way you can come back to a Half-Life game. If it was not VR, they'd have like that. In that interview, they were talking about like, we didn't want to. That's like fucking daunting. You don't want to be the team to make Half-Life 3 right now because you want to be the team to fuck things up. Do you want to be the team that's like not going to live up to everyone's standards? But if you're VR, you have a lot of wiggle room to say like, all right, this is our VR experiment though. We can do some cool things in VR and like not have it be up. Like it's not going to be compared to Half-Life, to Episode 1, Episode 2, and all that. It's its own separate product in the world still. It's a way of treating it that I think is brilliant.
That's what I was kind of getting to, is I feel like this could be the beginning of a spin-off to continue exploring other things in Half-Life. I just personally wish, for my gaming taste, it wasn't VR. But if this allows for Half-Life to come back and in a big way and get newer kind of audiences paying attention to it, I'm all for that. I just wish, for my taste, it wasn't VR. I'll be probably getting it. In fact, actually, some people that have... the Valve collection on Steam have been actually mentioning that they already have it in their library, so I may actually check mine here, because I'm curious.
I just hope people keep their expectations in check with this game.
No,
I don't have it on mine. Yeah,
with Alyx or anything.
Alyx could suck dick, I don't even know, but it could. This could suck.
Any
it's not Valve,
could.
right?
That's what I'm trying to say, is any game could. Like, literally, no developer is safe from...
Not Half-Life 3. Not Half-Life 3.
You're really funny.
I'm not being funny. There's no way in hell they would release that game if it
There's
sucked.
a possibility.
There's fucking people would burn down their
fucking no, I'm saying there's always possibility.
I'm not gonna do that. They wouldn't release it if it's bad, so they would not. Maybe it was bad already. That's why they didn't release it.
A lot of developers that I hear
there might be
would
5 different versions of Half-Life 3 that suck.
There's a lot of developers that would do something.
There's no way in hell if it's bad. If it's obviously bad, they wouldn't release it. If it's mediocre, then they might release it, fine, just to get it out of there. But there's no way if it's actually bad, like just straight up actually bad, like not fucking Metacritic user score 0 out of 10 bad, where everything fucking gets 0 out of 10 because there's females in it.
But like what I was trying to say earlier is, if a game is mediocre, at some point that's bad to people, and that's going to be the fucking
dumb people, fucking morons. There could be bad elements, sure, but overall, they will not release that game if it's bad. There's no way. None. Even the worst Valve game is like a 80 on Metacritic. There's no way they release a bad version. It has like an 80 on Metacritic, I think. Maybe high 70s. But they wouldn't release it. I'm pretty sure it got decent reviews. But even that, they were just like, they wanted a
new... The problem with Artifact is they just had shitty monetization scheme.
Yeah, they wanted
76.
They wanted... Yeah, like I remember it getting like around there. So... I don't know. An Artifact is like they made a game just to have a new game that is one of those type of games like Dota. What is it called?
You mean
games as a service? I guess.
Stone.
Yeah, like a service game. Where
they wanted to hop on the TCG market where everyone was coming out with one.
Yeah. All right. So Half-Life 3 was standing. Can we all agree that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be amazing?
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
The game ain't ever going to come out.
I don't know. Well, it's being made. They just did an update recently. Looking good, man.
The update was
it'll be about 3 years from now when the game comes out, but it looks good so far.
The update was April Fool's, asshole.
No, the update was like a month ago, so that doesn't make sense.
What'd they say? We're still making it.
It was on Halloween. It was real scary.
I would do, like, of course, like I want this to work out for them. I would love for all the fans to get what they wanted in this. It's a long fucking way for them. They dug themselves into a weird hole where it's like it's a peculiar thing they got coming up here. If Half-Life Alyx does supremely well, which is looking pretty cool. Like I like the way it's pushing VR. It really looks like it's gonna make a big step in big wave in what it's trying to do there. If it does that well, and people say we want more Half-Life, Are they going to make the Half-Life 3? How's it going to happen? What's it going to do? Is it going to be on regular PC? Are they going to try to do some other weird with it? Because the way they said there's no plans to bring Alyx to regular keyboard mouse.
Have they said anything about bringing it to like PSVR?
No.
That's what I figured.
No,
I'm actually thinking about getting an Oculus Quest, so I do hope it actually does show up there.
I was going to get one this Black Friday, but then I got hit with some bills.
There's like no sales on it, right? And there's only bundles, I think. Like you get the stupid Vader shit or whatever.
Yeah,
like I give a fuck.
So I'm gonna wait till next year to get it, but
Vader's
I don't know.
Dead something. I don't know. Anyway.
But I don't know. I hope it works out.
It's not good. It's not gonna be bad. This guy's crazy. Anyway, next.
David gets what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But David knows there's no way they'll release a bad game called Half-Life 3. Half-Life Alyx, maybe.
I don't trust any company to be completely.
There's no way they would release. That's like if I don't know, get like Metal Gear Solid. No, that could be bad. Let me think. No, that could be bad. That's Konami. If Contra. Oh shit. All right, well maybe.
I just don't like to say never. I don't like to trust any company to just like be pristine like everything.
I'm not saying I trust them. I am saying they are a company and they know that Half-Life is, when it comes critically, it's their biggest franchise. Maybe not financially, but critically. It's the franchise that I think made them big, I would say.
I would say stuff like Disney would never release a bad fucking Star Wars movie.
Yeah, but I mean, they already were releasing bad Star Wars movies after bad Star Wars. Actually, no.
The thing is, Disney didn't
release the best Star Wars movie though. They released Rogue One. It's the only one I like. So Disney released a good one finally.
But also, Disney didn't create Star Wars, so it's a little different too. Where fucking Valve has in Valve. What the fuck? Valve Laboratory. No, Valve fucking created Half-Life. So I don't know. Gabe Newell would not look at Half-Life 3 and the broken piece of shit 40 on Metacritic and say, yeah, release that. Fuck it.
I'm trying to say I get what you're saying, and like 99 out of 100 times in different universes, yes. I don't like to put any company to say that they wouldn't do something at this point.
I didn't say the company wouldn't do that for other games, but Half-Life, there's no way.
I don't know.
I'm not saying they can't make. No, I'm not saying they can't make Half-Life.
Is that you're trying to say that they would stop that?
I'm not trying to say. I said it 500 times.
I get what you're saying.
If it's bad, they're not going to release it. That's what I said. Don't say it like you had to decipher what I'm saying. I literally said
what you're saying.
If it's okay, all right, fine. That's what I wanted. I get what I'm saying. Like I'm saying like some decoded shit. You have to fucking like get a fucking thing out. I'm saying if it's bad, they're not going to release it. They might have had 5 different versions of this game already. That's bad. I'm sure they had at least 1 or 2 that they've already fucking made. That they just were like, this isn't really working
I think
out.
You're relying less on the actual company and more on the fact that developers know that when they made something that they don't like they've talked about that. They said that they had some like prototypes of these games they didn't care for.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not willing to say any company is safe to that. Are they more likely to? On the scale of which companies would be more likely to do that, is Valve on the top of like they would not do that? Yeah, they would. But I don't trust any company. Fuck that.
That's why they haven't done the third of anything yet. So. I guess Counter-Strike technically has 3 games, right? Because you have Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike Source, and then Counter-Strike Global Offensive, right? But Source is more like just an updated version of Counter-Strike 1, right? Is that right? Hello?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy here.
I was spacing out. Sorry.
Counter-Strike is Valve, the first game.
Yes.
Valve. Counter-Strike Source, is that a different game, or is that just an updated?
No, it's the same game, just using the Source engine.
Okay, all right. So it's the same game. So they haven't done a third game.
All right. Speaking of Star Wars for a little back there, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is the fast-selling digital game for Star Wars.
Digital game? That's
digital selling game. That's fine.
That's like when fucking Call of Duty said like they made more money than Joker. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Did they really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
We made more money in our first week than Joker did in its first week. I'm like, Joker fucking cost like $50 million. It's not Call of Duty. What the fuck does that even mean? What?
No, but at least
it's not a $60 video game.
The fact they'd even say this though, that makes me show hope or like see hope that EA, hey, and that's the reason why I bought it too. I was kind of leaning on whether or not I wanted to buy it. EA is getting the fact that hey, your single player games are still selling and people want single player experiences. So good shit, and I'm glad people who did buy it and support that are doing pretty well with that.
Can't wait for the next multiplayer Star Wars game with loot boxes. This won't change anything.
Speaking of shit, Google says Stadia issues are on developer side.
Yeah, fuck
They
that.
were like, everyone's like, what happened to our 4K streaming? And Google came out and said, we allowed developers to do whatever they want, and bye.
Yeah, they fucked up.
I think the fact that Stadia is so insistent on, hey, you should buy these games as opposed to like a digital streaming service like a Netflix thing, like you Game Pass. If it was Game Pass, I think that'd be a really good sell. But asking people to spend $60 on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, ooh, buddy.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, no, that was the big blunder here. If this was genuinely just a Netflix for games, this would not be having anywhere near the same issue. I'm sure people would still be pissed about them blatantly lying, saying, oh yeah, no, it's 4K, just have at it, especially considering, one, not all the games are 4K. Even some of the ones that are 4K are more just 1080p upscaled, and even then, people have been doing side-by-side comparisons showing the 4K of Stadia is less graphically what's the term I'm looking for?
Fun.
I can't remember the exact term I'm looking for. So the graphics quality is less than running a game on an original Xbox One. So there's been a lot of side-by-side comparisons showing that, and it's pretty fucking stupid. But no, this is a big blunder all around, that at the end of the day, they set themselves up for failure here. And they're looking for any out they can to try and salvage this. In fact, they had another blunder that they were actually quick to try and fix, was the already released the free December games, and they were games that are already existing on the platform. So a lot of people are pissed that they just got done buying one of the two games or both, and now they're free. But they actually just, as of earlier today, said, we'll refund those if you bought them today. That's fine. But yeah, no, absolutely fucking stupid. I hope this is just another project that fails, so that way we can at least say, at least that way we can say the Oya lasted longer.
No, Google won't don't throw it away. But shout out to Phil Harrison, you did it again, brother. Another successful launch.
Yeah, fucked it up.
All right, that's the news.
Yeah, that's the news.
All right.
I was watching a video while you guys were talking.
I'm sure I saw your fucking glasses.
He blinks out every time I talk, so fuck it.
Those big ass titties.
Tig old bitties.
All right, welcome to Games Gone By. This is what were you watching for?
Yeah, wow, I was watching a Key and Peele video. Excuse me.
Speaking of Key and Peele, we play Doki Doki Literature Club. This is our Games Gone By segment. We do this once a month. One of us suggests a game, and we all play it. Usually for the first time. Sometimes we all play it for the first time. Depends.
No, not so far.
Not yet.
Not yet.
For what?
Everybody, at least one person has played every game we've done so far.
No, I'm saying that sometimes
you played Undertale. He played fucking Dead Space before. And
did you finish Dead Space?
And he also played Doki Doki before. Yeah, he's played Dead Space before. He said that, right? Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't finish Undertale anyway, though.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about
you.
But you played it. But you played Undertale.
Yeah, but that negates it.
There's at least been one.
So this is our segment where we go in, we play a game for the first time, kind of go about it, our impressions, talk about what it did, how it did, all that stuff. We do have a new game we're gonna do for next month, and we're also gonna put out a bonus episode. We're gonna put a poll out. I say we want to talk about that now, so we get to pull out so people are watching right at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
So what we're gonna do this month, because we're feeling giving, is we're gonna do a bonus episode, standalone, not part of the podcast. We're gonna each give a game, and we're gonna put 3 different polls out, and we're gonna stack up all the votes together. Poll is gonna be on Gore's YouTube, on my Twitter, and Gore's Twitter as well. We're gonna stack all the votes together, see which game rolls out the best, and play that one, and we'll do that one. What date are we thinking? We're doing mid-December, right?
Yeah, December, the week of the 12th.
All right, so that episode,
so we have
whatever game wins, is gonna be on. Let's see, December 12th. That'll be the post.
We have a week to play it because next week we'll find out what won, but it's gonna be a short game, so I don't think.
So we're all volunteering up short games to do this.
Yeah, it's gonna be short games. It has to be less than 3-4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's definitely shorter.
According to howlongtobeat.com. Are we also announcing next month right now, or do you want to wait till the end? What do you guys want to do?
Wait till the end of this. Let's say our suggestions for this where we're already talking about it, and then we'll go into the next one.
Cool. So I'm gonna mark them down. All right. So Gore, you're up first.
Okay. For what my game will be for the first half.
What's your poll choice?
My poll choice. All right. I hope you guys didn't pick this one because, to be honest, I don't really have anything else.
Well, I'll start making you go first. I have backup, so you're good.
No, that's okay.
Same.
Mine is What Remains of Edith Finch.
I fucking hate you.
Was it really that? Oh no,
Yeah.
you hate that game.
No, I hate games like that. Yeah.
What?
Oh, whatever.
I've been wanting to play that game. It's like a 2-hour game, so 2.5
I want
hours.
to play that game.
Ooh, that's nice. Thank you, Gore. I finished that game. Fuck yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
Woo.
He doesn't need to play it anymore. I never played it, so that's mine.
All
But
right.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't know if it gets picked. So.
Maybe. David, what's your choice?
I might. Still play.
Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
Okay, that's like a 90-minute game. You can finish that pretty quick. All right, Bloods.
It's 2 hours to main story. 9 hours if you want 100% it.
Okay.
My game. I was originally going to pick Bastion, but that's a little too long. So my game is Night in the Woods.
Oh, okay. Is that 4 hours?
I think so. Let me double check that actually. That might
It's like 30 hours long.
It's got a lot of fetch quests.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
Night in the Woods.
Oh, you know what? It's actually 8.5 hours. Oh, whoops. I read that one wrong.
That's too long.
That's too long. That's too long.
Also, it's like not on sale. Wait, is it on sale actually right now on eShop?
Maybe.
Oh.
Let me see. What else did I have here?
Uh-oh.
Where did I put my
We
Switch?
both-
Deltarune.
No, Deltarune.
Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2.
Let's see.
Those are short, right?
I think
Persona
so,
5.
but
Persona 5. Persona 4.
yeah, just
Can't
do
say
that
that.
right now.
You know,
Let's
people would
see.
vote for it too. Fuck.
That just makes Gore just cringe already at it.
I'm not gonna do it, so it doesn't matter.
see.
You guys can talk about it. You can jerk each other off. I ain't fucking doing it though.
Come on,
Get your
Gore.
dirty dick away from me. No, I ain't
It's
doing
a
it.
fun time.
Had a full boyfriend. Pick that.
Pick the KFC one.
You pick the kid. Yeah, KFC
I love
one.
you,
The
Chris.
fucking.
Yeah,
the
what they
boyfriend
do
KFC
recently?
one. Yeah, you know, it's a visual novel where you try to date Colonel Sanders.
You know, I actually would pick How to Full Boyfriend,
Yeah,
but I'm kind of exhausted on reading shit right now.
Yeah. Also, the KFC game doesn't count because it just came out like 2 months ago. We have a 1 year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Bloodstained just made it. So
You know, I'm gonna cut this out. We're gonna come back in a second. It's fine.
All right.
Let me
What
look
the
up and
fuck?
see what. Well, I'm still recording, but I'm just gonna cut some part really quick and look at my
Okay.
Steam games.
No, keep going. Let's just look at the Steam games.
No, because I want
Don't you
to
look at-
keep this. I want to keep this crisp.
I already know what your game is. So your
What?
actual game for the month.
Oh yeah.
For the month. Yeah, so I know what that is.
Should be an easy month for everyone.
If it's the one that you asked me about, as long as everyone's got a PSP.
No,
it's not.
no,
Definitely.
that game is fucking long as shit.
Oh, I know what you could pick, Adrian.
What?
Another game David hates.
Red Dead
You know
Redemption 2.
No, that's what you hate. No, come on. Yes, it's a Steam classic. It's another game where you just walk around.
All of them.
Gone Home.
Fuck
No,
that game.
it's Gone Home except funny and not at all like Gone Home. There's a narrator.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking that.
Stanley
Yeah.
Parable. Fuck
Yeah,
that
come on, that's quick.
You know what? Actually, hold up. I have a
I
better.
would be down playing Stanley.
I have a better idea. This is actually one
Firewatch?
of my.
How about Firewatch?
No, that's too long too. I think.
Oh, it's like 4 hours. I'd be in 4 hours. Journey.
No, I actually have a better idea.
First
Which
story.
I'll just use later. All right, welcome back.
actually,
I got my choice. My choice is gonna be The Beginner's Guide.
Oh, okay. I have to pay for it though. How much is it?
I don't know. Don't worry about it until the fans vote.
yeah, I can go pick that. So we're good. All right.
Yeah. So I forgot Night in the Woods is so long. Maybe we'll say that for another game's gone by though. We still got play your cards right next year. Play your cards
all
right
right.
2020.
So the three we got.
Choices are go for it, Gore.
What Remains of Edith Finch, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, and Had a Full Boyfriend. So there you go. All right. Submit. No, and Beginner's Guide.
Beginner's
Or the
Guide.
Is it a Beginner's Guide or
The Beginner's Guide, which is an hour and a half.
Okay.
So
Oh damn! All right, shit. I hope that wins.
I thought saying you. I have a boyfriend. I think it's longer, right?
I thought beginner's guide would be longer.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours. I think it was 4 hours. Like 4.5 hours, I think. So it would have just.
No, it's an hour and a half as well.
Well, that's an hour and a half if you read it.
Oh, I actually have the beginner's guide.
Me, it would be about 4 hours.
I think we all should. Well, how much is it right now? Can you check that, David?
$4. It's not on. It's $4 on sale right now.
What, beginner's guide or?
Yeah.
You should just buy that if you don't have it. It's a good ass price.
Yeah, I might just get it. $4. Fuck it. They put the Steam controller for $5. You see that?
Yeah, shipping's an ass though.
Wait, $8. I mean, $13 is still pretty good for that. It's a good controller. Actually, I was surprised. I mean, I used it for Undertale. It doesn't mean anything, but it's fine.
So, those are our choices. Whatever wins, we're gonna do that on December 12th, and then we're gonna talk about my choice for the end of the year, which is gonna be December 26th,
Christmas.
day after Christmas. That'll be our episode where we talk about this game that are coming up here. Just stay tuned to the end. But this month was Doki Doki Literature Club, as chosen by David.
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about this for a second. What was your reasoning behind this?
So Doki Doki is a game that honestly I would put in my all-time favorite games list. It's a game that I came across it when it first started, before it even had the warning at the beginning of the game. And there's something, I am not usually a big fan of visual novels, but after playing Valhalla recently and reminding that, some of them that can be really good, it kind of made me want to go ahead and play that again. And I love the game a lot. I have the poster for Sayori up on my wall. And there's just something about it.
Actually.
Yeah, I have the Sayori inside my head one.
There's a really cool.
Okay.
There's a really cool. And by the way, spoilers. We're spoiling the fuck out of this.
Yeah,
game.
we're spoiling the fuck out of this game. You've
already seen Markiplier play anyway. So
there's a really cool poster of Yuri unhinged, which is her just sitting there with like a blade, looking all fucking sinister.
Yes.
And I'm probably gonna end up buying that poster because I want to support the game somehow because I know it was free.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when did you first hear about the game? How did you get started on that?
I first heard about the game through a couple friends at work. They were talking about it. They stumbled upon it because they were honestly in that camp of they were looking for a new visual novel to play. And they're like,
I can't wait to play this new dating sim.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, I was thinking that in my playthrough too. I even said that I would love to see somebody play this and think it's actually a dating sim,
which
legit.
Apparently, yeah.
And about 2.5 hours in, it feels like it's just a dating sim.
When's your playthrough going
with
up?
some weird things. I already put up the first part. I'll probably just put them up. I think I'll probably put up one each day.
Thank God. So until we're done. Undertale.
Yeah. That one I'm not sure if I'm even gonna put up, but we'll see.
Just put it up. Fuck it.
I don't know.
Part 2 is the whole rest of the game.
Yeah, part 3. I already did part 2.
Part 3 is the rest. Yeah. Call that chat. Undertale Part 3. The rest.
The rest. Maybe if it's 5 hours long, they won't fucking give me shit.
They thought it was a visual novel, like an actual like dating sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were looking into
it. Did they spoil or say it was weird? Okay, so you went in there with the same expectations, just knowing that it was something they recommended. Okay, cool.
They were just like, all they said was they thought it was just going to be another standard dating sim, and they were like, yeah, but as we were playing, we realized this is more your cup of tea than ours. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So going through, and again, this is before the game even had the warning at the beginning that it's not for everyone. And going through, playing it, I'm like, all right. I mean, yeah, I like the music in it. It's kind of neat, whatever. And then as soon as you get to the end of Act 1, I was like, what?
Not to interrupt you, but I think did you all catch? What was your first catch of like something's off?
Whenever fucking what's her name, the evil
Monica.
What's her name again? Monica. Whenever she breaks the fourth wall and first of all, she always stares at your ass, so that's fucking weird. Immediately, every time she's just there staring at you. Everybody else is just like not really staring at you.
So yeah, no, that was my catch too, and I was playing it with the girl I'm seeing, and she already played it before, so she was excited to watch me play it. So she was kind of watching me to see what I was catching. Whenever it comes to stuff like this, whenever it's a thriller or something like that or a mystery thing. Even like comedies, my favorite part, and I'm the asshole that laughs before the punchline hits because I like laughing at the thing that gets to it. Like I like the lead up to something. That's what always gets me is I like the lead up to something. So I'm trying to get ahead of them. So I'm like, all right, I'm overreading everything. I'm like, all right, what fucking part is this at? I'm gonna fucking know this game before they fucking trick me. What part is it gonna fuck with me? And sure enough, she's like, don't forget to save your game. I'm like, All right, number 1. All right, we caught him.
Yeah,
America,
that,
we got him.
what
America,
did it for me was
we got the body.
Was realizing she was breaking the fourth wall, and then that day where Sayori doesn't show up, and then she's like, "What? You just gonna leave her hanging there?" I was like, "Wait a second, what is that supposed to mean?" And then when finally the end of Act 1 happens, like, "Oh, fuck! All right." And then after that, I was like, all right, cool, I played it. There's got to be more to this game. Then that's when I did the deep dive into things and realized that there was a ton of hidden files that get edited, that you can edit and alter and find other kind of cool things and new files that get changed and created as you play through the game, which is why I recommend it to you guys. That definitely, it's actually far more interesting, I feel, to at least know that part. There's going to be things going on in the folder as you're playing, because going back and doing it in retrospect is just that kind of like, I just want more content. But seeing it as it's happening leads to so many little nuances. Wow, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, I agree. I actually like the way you told us that because, yeah, I could see it at first being a cool revelation. But the thing is, with that kind of game and so much reading, I feel like it kind of takes away to replay the game afterwards. You know, because it's like, you already know the twists are coming. Now let's see a couple little cool like Easter eggs. It's like looking for Easter eggs afterwards, as opposed to being part of the experience. Cool. So let's just get first impression really quick. So that's what you thought. You loved it, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, obviously. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Gore, where were you at with this?
Okay.
When did you finish this?
Earlier
2 hours ago.
Hey,
no, not 2 hours ago.
Before,
it was like earlier today. It was like 3 p.m. Maybe I finished it. My time.
Not at night. Like
I finished. I did most of it yesterday, and then I was like, all right, my voice is fucked. I need to go to bed, because I'm tired. And I came back. I woke up and I had about an hour left, so an hour and a half left.
So if you don't mind me asking, where did it cut off, or where'd you stop?
Where did I stop?
Yeah,
I went into the code and made it stop.
No. Where did you cut it? When did you start your second
what was
part?
the story beat?
That I started to realize that it was like
No. When did you stop? Like when did you actually stop to cut off to go to bed?
Oh, yesterday. It was right before. You have to read the poems right before what's her name goes crazy and fucking.
So it wasn't. So it's fucked up, but not quite like.
Oh no, it was already fucked up. No, I'm talking about the one that kills herself.
Yeah, when Yuri kills herself.
When Yuri stabs herself, so it was already fucked up. Yeah. Shit glitching and fucking jump scares everywhere. It was already fucked up. I was just like, I need to go to bed. Like, I'm glad before I went to bed, it got fucked up.
I need to go to bed. Fuck.
Fuck this shit.
Fun fact,
it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to go.
Fun fact, if you have the soundtrack for the game, the song that plays when Sayori's hung herself is called Sayori Nora. So I'll play on
Sayori Nora. Yeah. Get it? Because Sayonara. Sayonara Wild Hearts.
But what do you think of the game? Like, what do you, after you were done with it, what do you think?
Well, game is a little much, I would say. But But no, I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. You know what? I compare it to a movie that we just watched recently, One Cut of the Dead. Well, yeah, Joker. One Cut of the Dead. It's kind of like One Cut of the Dead in a way because it's like
there's layers.
There's layers. It's like Shrek. You know, he's got layers, man. And I found it really interesting uncovering the layers, and I find it really ingenious the things that what's his name? Dave? Is that the guy?
Dan
Dave?
Salvato.
Dan. Sorry, whatever. Fucking generic names.
Danny.
Danny boy. Whatever. The pipes. You know the rest. So it's really ingenious the things he does, and using the visual novel format, I guess. Yeah. I guess genre. It's a genre. Is ingenious because I expected. Okay, I don't play visual novels, but I know a lot about them enough to know that it's just read. There's nothing really going on. Maybe a picture pops up and you look at this picture while reading. It's a visual novel, as the fucking thing suggests. I played 999. That was similar.
Which they break it up just enough with puzzles, like more actual puzzles in between.
Oh yeah, 999 definitely has. Yeah, this game doesn't have puzzles. The most you have when it comes to gameplay is you have choices for your your poems that you make,
and then you got choices in game as well.
Yeah, you have some choices, Mainly, it's just like, do this, do this, do this, do this, It's like, you just have to keep clicking them and just get through all the poems. So when it comes to the game, it's it works. It's a cool little diversion. What's wrong? Okay there?
Heard weird shit outside.
Uh-oh, shit.
She's here.
Yeah.
Well, earlier today I had 3 cops at the neighbors earlier, so I was like, oh, fuck, what's going on now?
What's Doki Doki mean by it?
Doki Doki is the onomatopoeia in Japanese for a heart beating.
Oh, that makes sense now.
You don't know what an onomatopoeia is, do you?
Oh, yeah, I know. That's just sounds, right? Right? Yeah, pretty much. It's like what you hear, I guess. Yeah. I don't know the exact definition, but it doesn't matter. When you said heartbeat, I know what a heartbeat is. Well, it makes sense because in the Yuri character is always about her heart. Like, oh, my heart's always beating really hard. It's gonna burst down my chest. I'm like, calm down, girl. All right, Yuri giving me crazy stare. All right, I don't need you fucking dying here because you had a heart attack. But yeah, no, the game itself is really interesting, and I think it really, really fucks with you, which I love when a game does. I mean, one of my favorite game series ever is Silent Hill. Silent Hill fucks with you all the time. Eternal Darkness.
Yeah,
Eternal Darkness fucks with you.
I really want. That's a game I got on my list for one day.
You need to play that on 4x3.
Yeah, sure. that too, and people spoiled some of it, so I'm trying to get it out of my head to forget about it.
Even like the Metal Gear games fuck with you sometimes too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the classic, like, put your controller on the ground and he fucking vibrates. I always like that. So here when I'm gonna spoil something pretty hard. When you have to literally, like, the characters hinting at, like, I deleted all the characters. It's easy. It's in the folder. Just go to characters. I deleted all these characters. I'm like, and she keeps like hinting at you, and then she like stares at you for like 20 seconds.
Forever.
I was like, I wanted to keep going to see if she kept saying different things, but I was just
Now, did you get the jump scare?
Yes, because he recorded it.
Oh yeah. What jump scare?
The one with Monica at the very end. Did she point out that you were recording her?
Yeah, she did, but I didn't get a jump scare at the end. Did I get a jump scare at the end?
Yeah, it's not like a huge jump scare.
It's over, like, your eyes get close to her, and then she sits back and it says, "I was fucking."
Oh, that one, yeah. But I didn't know that was because she was.
So that's when the game. Yeah. It says if it figures out if you're using OBS or XSplit.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I didn't get that at first. So when I was looking up reactions, I said, "Oh, the Monica jump scare." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And then all of a sudden, it's pointing it out to them. I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's hype, dude."
Yeah,
that's why I was excited when Gore said he was recording.
Yeah, I made a tweet about that. I was hoping you didn't see that, but because I had it on OBS too, I was recording it, and then I stopped. I was like, "All right, I don't need to record the rest of this." So I closed it out and everything.
But they knew you were still recording. Like, they thought you were still recording.
I closed it out. No, so I closed.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe the code immediately was just like he's recording.
No, so when it gets to it, it detects if you're using it or not. I had closed it out, so I was like,
"That's
awesome. Fuck, I missed that."
That's the thing. I actually asked the question. If you're using, because in XSplit you can either use game capture or you can use like window capture, which is a little bit different.
It just detects that the exe is running.
Okay. All right. Because window capture is a little different because you're just like recording everything on your window.
Detects if you're
but
using
it knows
it
that. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dan said in an interview he wanted to originally design the game to play with other files on your computer, but he's like, I don't feel right having it actually alter files on the computer itself. It feels weird.
Yeah, they'll be pulling up some weird shit.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Monica.
Just Monica.
Just Monica. Now, is there a way you can? I'm sure this is something that you can figure out. Can you actually, in the beginning of the game, if you actually, because you have to reinstall it after you're done, because they deleted the actual files, which I thought was genius. If you reinstall it, can you just immediately start off, go into the files, and delete Monica?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can.
I didn't do it yet.
So,
I was thinking in my brain. Don't tell me what happens though. You said it can happen though.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a video.
Yeah. There's different things you could do, and there's different outcomes with it. So
there are a lot
legitimately,
of like that.
legitimately just fuck around with the game, and there's cool different stuff everywhere.
I know, because there later on in the game it was fucking with you. Whenever you hit save, sometimes her face would pop up, like Monica's face.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because I would save all the time.
There's a lot of things that can happen in this game that are like a 25% chance of it actually happening.
Sometimes like a 1% too.
Yeah. They only happen once.
Well, we'll talk about some of that because we're still like there.
There's one point where I just want to mention one other thing. There's one point where, like, at the end of the game where, like, if you want to save, you can't, which is all right, that's cool. But if you want to leave the game, it won't let you. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, I try to go main menu, it's just like, no, it's not working. I was like, what the fuck?
So your impression, you liked it.
But yeah, I really liked it. It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it, and I wish I didn't know that it was gonna end up being sinister, because I didn't know that. I didn't know what would happen. I knew there was some sinister aspect to it. I didn't think it was gonna be like this though. I just thought maybe someone's a serial killer or something. I thought it was gonna be like that or something.
Even the warnings,
or they're all insane or something.
Even the warnings in front, I'm like, all right, some shit's gonna happen. But
yeah,
but I was like trying to think in my head. I was like, all right, so they're trying to sacrifice me, because I was reading all. I was like, oh, they're sacrificing or limbs or some shit. I was like, all right, they're gonna try to fucking kill me, some shit. I'm trying to fucking figure it out. But yeah, no. So I loved it. I loved it. I had a fantastic time with it. That shit's like way up my alley. That stuff where it stuff fucks with you and everything's fucking weird and you gotta like, ain't like that anything fucking weird. And I tell you this too, like in horror movies and shit, I don't like the fucking like the gory, violent stuff. I like the weird, like the ones that just get in your head and try to fuck with you a bit, you know.
Right.
So this is totally up my alley, and I loved it. Needless to say, and we talked about that already, so I'm just gonna leave the impressions there. So before we go back into like more like Easter egg stuff, and we'll write that down. David, give us a little bit of the history of this if you have any of that.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of notes here. So the game originally released in September 22nd of 2017. This was a passion project of Dan Zavato. He had been working on it in secret for about 2 years prior to release. Dan himself was a former competitive Smash player, exclusively a Link main.
Which he was also a developer on the Smash mod Project M.
Yes.
Which one of the memes around this is PM died for this, which is usually like, all right, like because the fact that Project M got shut down by Nintendo, because well, they didn't get shut down, but I mean they were like threatening them so much that they're like, all right, fuck it, we're out, we're not gonna do this. So the meme is always PM died for this. If there's ever something that's like, oh, that could have been happening if these people were stuck in there. So one of the small percent chance at the beginning of where it says like these children are if you're easily disturbed, don't watch it or whatever. One of the potential things is PM died for this at the beginning.
Actually, no, that's been taken out of the game. The reason why he took
that sounds like something that would take out, because probably Nintendo would be like,
no.
Whatever. No?
He took it out because of the fact that no one got the joke.
I fucking would have loved it.
Yeah, yeah. Like AM, PM,
I would have fucking loved that joke.
Yeah,
PM, Prime Minister?
And prior to Project M, he also developed a mod for Melee called 20XX Tournament Edition, as
that
well
was
as
one of the popular ones too, yeah.
And he worked on a couple different Twitch extensions as well.
We get it. He's successful. We suck.
And he also wrote a short horror story prior. Well, actually, it probably lines up with what kind of led him into doing Doki Doki. But if you haven't read that short horror story he did, it's really good, actually. It's about basically a girl who just decides. I forgot to jot down the actual title of it, but it's pretty easy to find.
I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Yep. And he also went ahead and decided to work on this because he has a love-hate relationship with anime. He's like, I love anime, it's really good, but goddamn, I hate the cutesy girly shit. I really hate the, slice of life kind of garbage that comes out. And so he's like, I kind of want to do something different with it. And that's actually what led him to releasing the game free. He released the game for free because, quoting here, I knew it would attract the attention of a lot of people who would never pay a cent for an anime romance game, and then would go on to say, I felt it would be wrong to sell the game knowing that, and simply the game not being what was advertised. So he knew right away that, there's a lot of people that aren't going to pay for a fucking cutesy visual novel game, and then the people that would pay for that would be pissed probably that they went ahead and they paid for a fucking horror game in disguise. So that's why he released the game for free. And within the first 4 months of the game, there was over 2 million downloads for it. This got big, and it got big fast, especially considering it's... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you could thank a lot of YouTubers for that, too.
Yes, it got picked up quickly by people like Game Theory, Markiplier, Game Grumps.
A lot of Reddit stuff, too.
A lot of Reddit stuff. And some of the inspirations for what kind of led him to work on the game, he quotes as Yumi Nikki, Aversion, and Irisu Syndrome were his big inspirations for games when he was designing this.
And Smash.
And Smash.
Yeah. And Hatoful Boyfriend. Hatoful Boyfriend. Was Hatoful Boyfriend out before this? Inspiration.
It looks like it. No, I'm pretty sure it was, and I'm pretty sure this is in in the giant like whole span of visual novel things taking.
Yeah,
jokes.
Because Undertale was already out by this point, and he actually made a comment saying he purposely did not play Undertale before finishing this game because he's like, I saw that game come out, and from what I heard about it, I was so afraid that I would play it, and then someone would kind of be like, oh, well, he's obviously stealing an element or two from that. So he's like, I just avoid that game altogether to avoid that.
Those two games go side by side so much that it was cool that we already covered that.
Yeah, but and it's also funny because I wouldn't compare it to Undertale at all, really. Because Undertale has some darkness to it, obviously, but fucking
not like that.
This is like fucked up morbid.
Not that way, but the way the game really tries to subvert your expectations and kind of like fuck with things, you know. Like I don't know if did you ever actually go through the Undertale and go through some of the stuff?
No, I watched playthroughs though.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, really quick, like fast forward like 15 seconds if you don't want Undertale stuff. One of the things like that happens is like Sans will ask you to keep like reloading the game, and every time you load the game back up, he'll do something different and stuff like that. Stuff like that's kind of like where it leads off with this, which is probably what he was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I would never say that's a ripoff. That's just you have to implement that well for it to work anyway. Because
plus, it's not like only one game can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I love if every game did that.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'll add for this bit, and I'll save some more of the stuff for later, is he said that he also wanted to make the game because games are a medium that have the ability to tell a story in a way that no other medium can. And this type of story could not exist in a book or a movie and be as effective as it is. So he knew clear from the very beginning the vision of the game. He knew exactly what he wanted to say with it. And there's actually a lot of stuff that he wanted to explore with this game, but didn't because it would just be too much of a distraction to get too unruly in the creation of it. He wanted to expand the characters a lot more. Natsuki, the pink-haired girl, he originally was thinking of doing a lot more with her story, but because her story wasn't really the focus of what he was trying to tell with it, he decided against it. There was a lot more with Sayori and Yuri planned as well, and he just thought it was ultimately better just to focus on the core story he was thinking of and tell that story as fine-tuned as possible versus throwing in more stuff that could get distract from what he was trying to do originally. So it's kind of the inverse of a Kickstarter, where they're just like, oh, we'll just keep making it bigger. He wanted to keep it very clean and precise to what he was trying to do.
Which is smart, I think. Right, so with all that said, what was everyone's like standout moments in here?
I'll go first. I mean, obviously, the end of Act 1 with Sayori hanging herself, that's just, if you didn't happen to catch the context clues to what was going on beforehand, or if you went into it as blind as possible, I don't think there's a more shocking moment in kind of recent gaming history than that happening. Another standout is when Yuri kills herself. That whole uncomfortable clicking through, like, okay,
yeah, you can't read any of that shit.
You're gonna go ahead and continue on.
How
and
long?
Then you keep clicking
how long
clicking.
did you guys know until you guys could skip?
Until you could skip? Pretty long.
Yeah, I went for about a minute until I was like, "Fuck, all right."
Because I didn't skip anything else, so I didn't really want to. I didn't want to like start.
Exactly. So yeah, I went about a minute before I went ahead and hit the skip. And then the other one was when Act 2 happens and Natsuki starts acting weird. I just love the absolute juxtaposition that happens with her character, talking about, her father beating the shit out of her, fucking yelling and swearing at Monica, just all the shit that happens with Natsuki absolutely just fucking stands out completely, because out of all the characters, aside from actually even Sayori in the beginning, kind of had a lot of moments where it was like, oh, clearly this is a character that has something going on with her. Natsuki was the most out of all of them unassuming, so having that just kind of complete switch to where, they're picking on her for being so small because obviously she's malnourished and never fed at home, father beats the shit out of her, she's fucking yelling at everyone in the class. There's a lot that goes on, and I'm like, that was a good little switch there. Those are for me some of the more kind of standout moments.
Chris, what about you? What big moment stood out to you?
Well, yeah, her hanging herself. That was the first. That was like because the whole transition to it being the new game, I guess. I mean, it was always the the same.
Transitioning to Act 2 is what it'd be.
Yeah, I guess so. That was shocking, but I love that she was immediately like, Monica was immediately like, gotta nip that in the bud and just like deleted her from the game. And then I'm just like, really deleted her from the game? And then when you find out the game is actually fucking with the code, like actually not the code, but like all the contents in the folder, like it actually is like deleting those images to the point where you can't start the game again at the end. I thought the whole idea of it just messing with the game itself, the contents of the game is, I thought that was genius. I thought all that messing with the load, like it's not just one singular element, like one singular scene. It's just like the whole idea that it messes with you in such a restrictive like genre. I would say like visual novel, I'm assuming is pretty
it's made in Game Maker too, right?
Game Maker? I don't know.
Yeah, and which is, and I know people that were commenting on. I was looking at it too. They're like, what he's doing with this program is phenomenal.
I mean, I don't even know. I could tell the engine is definitely limited. I could tell.
He used Game Maker and RenPy for some of the extra stuff.
Okay.
RenPy. I've heard of Game Maker. What the fuck is RenPy?
RenPy is a fork of Python that's used for gaming.
Okay, I understand less now. It's really impressive that he took this relatively. I'm assuming RenPy is also a pretty basic engine also, right?
It's not an engine, it's just a scripting language. It's like the equivalent of like someone saying like C# or something.
Oh, okay. It's pretty basic though, I'm assuming, right? Like no? Okay.
Kinda. I mean it's, I would not consider it hard, but I've also used Python for a year, so I would say it's not one of the more obtuse languages.
Okay. All right, so the engine itself is pretty simple. So I found that very, very, very impressive that he was able to like actually make it so that you have to interact with the fucking contents, and they're like, all right, I'm just gonna wait here. All right, I'm just gonna keep staring at you until you do the thing. Obviously, I wish that they didn't make it so blatantly obvious what you had to do though, and to the point where she says,
people would not have gotten it. Like,
I thought that would have been great. I mean, that's what I love about PT. PT didn't fucking tell you shit. It's just like. Like, I don't know, press X button.
I get why, but I mean, like, yeah, that
I get why too, for sure, of course. But I would have found it better if she was just like, maybe she just said, I deleted them. It was easy. If she just said that and she didn't say like, go to browse local files on Steam, Gore, do it. Come on, wink, wink. It's just like, come on, you fat bastard. I'm like, how did you do that? But yeah, no, the whole that. I guess if I had to pick a singular scene though, it would probably be. The exact transition where like it goes glitchy and goes into I guess Act 2 because the Sayori part is fucking terrifying. But I think the whole transition
and it's all fucked up.
Yeah, it starts your game and it like fucks up.
The main menu's all fucked up.
She's not gone, but like what's her name? Monica replaced her on the title screen. I was just like, what the fuck? It was like. That's good stuff. The Sayori stuff is great though.
I wish I marked it down. There was one moment I remember I was like, this game's fucking like there was some fucking really sick moment. I was like, dude, that was super cool the way he did that. I forgot what exactly, but a couple of the ones like Yuri. Because side question before I get back into who'd you guys like particularly romance at first?
Yuri.
I didn't have a preference. I kind of try to balance because at first I didn't know what the poem thing was really.
That's such a Gorb thing. You want some all.
Actually, real quick question that goes to that. Did you guys keep multiple saves going for all of them, or did you just go one girl all the way through?
I had multiple saves, but it didn't fucking matter because they just started deleting mine. So it's just like,
it does matter, though, for something.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to guess... I'll hold off for later. But
I had a lot of
mark
saves,
that down so you know to talk about that.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a lot of saves. So
Yuri...
I mean, they're gone now, I guess? I don't know.
You went balanced. David went Yuri. I went Yuri as well.
I went more, I guess, Yuri because it seemed like Yuri was getting more conversation, but I was trying to go more balanced. You know?
It was
at first, though, I think I had a lot of Yuri stuff because I picked, like, death and fucking all these.
I knew, well, she went off with horror and stuff like that, but like I liked her personality infinitely more than everyone else's.
But I didn't understand exactly what I was doing. I thought I was actually just forming a poem, and that was it. And then, like, halfway through the first one, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm like, this is how I like try to romance these. Okay, I get it.
I did like because I fucking hate Natsuki. I was talking so much shit about her.
Natsuki
if you hear the playthrough that I have so far, it's just me fucking talking shit. I'm like, oh god, this fucking.
I talk shit about all.
She's so fucking annoying, and I loved it when day 3 hit,
Yeah.
And you give the poem, and she's like, "Yo, I don't even fucking want to read it." And then you moved on. I was like, "Oh, thank God!"
Oh, okay.
Oh! I looked
Yeah.
back. I was like, "Oh, I don't have to read it anymore." Fuck yeah.
She also doesn't like. She didn't like me. So I balanced it, but to the point where she was just like, "I guess it's okay, whatever." It was like,
That part, and then obviously,
Asshole.
then I mentioned the Yuri part too, where it's so long in there, and it didn't really click to me what was happening until I put 2 and 2 together, where it's like it's however many days are happening, and then the text you got in there was "Have a nice weekend." So literally, you're spending your entire weekend with Yuri, as you said you would, and just everything's just decaying. Her blood gets more darker and dry. Her eyes get more faded. I'm like, fuck. That was cool though, and then
did you notice if you try to load back your save, it changes color?
Does it?
Because if you load back your save before you choose whether you love her or you don't love her, which I tried, I was like, I knew it wasn't going to work because immediately they deleted all my saves before, so I was like, this game's not going to let me, but I'm going to try. And immediately, like, the color changes, like, it goes from red to, like, dark blue, and then,
also,
which I'm assuming that means it just skips, like, to different moments of the
I know the moment, I remember the moment that I thought was, or I actually said this is fucking sick, is when it's everyone's arguing and they're like, all right, you got to pick who you want to see this weekend, and I'm going to pick Yuri, and it drags it down. I'm like, oh, you bitch, this is sick. I wish I recorded my reaction because I was popping off. I was like, that's fucking cool. I hate you. I was
just
like,
Monica.
And after that, no, because I couldn't fucking click it. I was trying so hard. I was like, you know what? At the end, I was like, fuck it, I'll pick Natsuki. I don't fucking care, Monica. So I'm just dragging it up, and then she dragged it down, so I ended up clicking it. So I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that part because I missed the click. So I actually. Yeah, because it has like Yuri's eyes and says Monica. I saw it afterwards. That was cool too. But I like the way I did it because I was dragging it so hard. I'm like, no. And I clicked it on accident, and she's like, oh, you picked me. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck. If you do pick one of the other ones, it has like this giant list of Monica.
With Yuri's eyes like right there too, which is fucking weird.
And at that point, I was like, I think Monica has something to do with all this weird stuff. I don't know.
Which, oh man, there reminds me of another one. Because Natsuki is a character that I liked more in the second act, and another reason why is she becomes kind of quasi-aware, not of like the grand scheme of what's happening, but when she kind of hands you that note.
That note was really cool. I actually like.
Oh yeah, I thought that was cool too.
My like for her shop way up there. She's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about Yuri, and like you either. I don't really care about, but like some weird shit's going on. Don't let her read this. Just act like I give you a poem. Just act like, oh, cool.
I thought that was interesting because she knows something's going on.
And then that twist with Sayori at the very end too was really cool.
Oh yeah, that's because I guess the whole game, like if you become president, you go fucking crazy. Which, yeah.
Oh wait.
That was really good.
Okay, so Gore didn't get it then. All right.
What?
We'll get to that later. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I thought where you were saying you were keeping multiple saves. I thought you might have gotten the secret ending, but.
I had a lot of saves. If you watch my playthrough, I fucking made. I think to the point where it got to 8 pages. I had a lot of pages. I mean, I can. What I did was when I was making saves, I got to like 4 until the whole like delete all my saves, and I just continued from that page, even though all my saves are gone. I was just like, fuck it. So kept going. So
I would just say it because I don't.
Okay, yeah, just say it. Just say it.
All right. So there is a secret ending to the game. If you keep multiple saves running, where you try to woo all 3 girls throughout each one of the individual saves throughout the chapters, and keep going as much as you can, working on all of them. At the end of the game, instead of Sayori becoming the president, she actually has this like little heartwarming speech about thank you so much for investing all this time in all of us. I know this was a bit of a harrowing experience, but you clearly cared so much for everyone and did your best to try and make everyone happy. Thank you. And it's just this kind of little fuzzy, heartwarming kind of send off to the game that I thought was a nice touch.
Oh, so not necessarily
does she hang herself after that? Because
like an Easter egg.
That doesn't sound like the same game.
Yeah, well, it's considered the secret true ending, basically.
That's not true ending. Fuck that.
Fuck you. The true ending was it's all a game.
That's like the ending in Halo where fucking Johnson grabbed the elite's ass.
Oh yeah, that was hot. That
he's laughing because he thinks that's fake.
No, that's real. Yeah, he's just like, come here. They're like, him and Elite are fighting, and then the planet's gonna explode. So that doesn't make any sense. How come
they fucking nixed that.
Yeah,
they retconned
like,
the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
so at the end of Halo, if you beat it in Legendary, And isn't legendary? There's like something else, or is it just legendary?
I think it might be legendary.
If you get legendary, it's
legendary. I think
it's an elite, and Johnson hanging out there like, all right, man, this is it. Bring it in, brother.
Well, they were fighting, but then they see the fucking it's about to like Halo's about to explode, so they're just like, "Come on, man!" And
they hug, yeah.
And I think the elite's the one who grabs his ass, right? Or
yeah,
was it
actually,
both?
it was that
Maybe
way,
they both.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing the elite.
Someone grabbed the ass.
Yeah, the elite grabbed.
Someone
grabbed ass. Man. Grabbing that.
But anyway,
that's the name of the episode. Grab an ass.
Grab an ass.
Yeah, that's gonna look good with Doki Doki there.
Doki Doki grabbing ass.
So, well, what else did we have to talk about with this game?
All the Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Oh yeah. Did you notice the right after? I'm sure you guys noticed. There's no way you wouldn't. But in the background, right after it for when she hangs herself and it switches, did you see in the background? You see her hanging in the picture. You just see her in the background hanging.
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't actually see it. I didn't actually notice it.
You can tell if that's what it is. It's
yeah, I saw a playthrough of it.
Oh, is it a percentage thing?
Yeah, it
showed up a few times. Like it would go away and it would come back again. Like I thought it was like it would show up only when like something fucked up was about to happen, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, no. A lot of the Easter eggs are percentage, which I think is cooler, honestly.
I would love to get some of the other Easter eggs though, because that's the only one besides like some of the save things I've said, and like her face popping up and shit.
Sometimes the beginning or like the opening intro just fucks up completely. So like
really?
When you see it, like it'll be like a monochrome look of all the girls with just like dark like almost like pop, like Funko Pop eyes.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
that was
crazy
creepy as shit. What other ones do you have, David? Do you have any other?
Yeah, I'll go through the list here.
I'll look out for them next time I play.
Can I tell you this score with the saves? There's something I want to mention that if you really want to get deep into it, look up a guide. Those character files, if you change the format of them, because CHR or whatever it is, if you change the format of them, they can open up in different things and they lead you down a whole rabbit hole of that.
I was gonna say, do you not want me to talk about those part of the Easter eggs then, or?
I'm probably not gonna do that, but
yeah, it might be too much work for you.
That might be
if you're just gonna do that. So like for example, like if you do say Ori, you put that in a .ogg thing, it'll give you like a sound clip. Look at the sound clip, put through a retrograph. It'll give you a QR code. Scan the QR code. It takes you to a website, and the website has like some weird medical form, something like that, about something that was presumably
Project Libitina.
Yeah, which presumably was supposed to be his next game, but it never actually showed up. What was the history behind that?
He was one of the other files that you can find is a file from a character's perspective, talking about how 2018 would be kind of the day. And that didn't end up happening. I know he is still working on something, and that's actually some of the notes I have here. Is he is working currently on another visual novel, so presumably Project Libitina is that visual novel. But he has said he's not going to be doing anything else Doki Doki related specifically. He may come back to it at some point, but he feels it's just too.
Wasn't there like a big thing that this was supposed to be some sort of lead-in, some sort of like tie-in, some way, somehow?
In the Portrait of Markov, the book that Yuri reads throughout the game, that has a lot of things that if you read through exactly. That has a lot of things that can correlate to what's going on in the Project Libitina text file that you can find if you modify Sayori's file. And that's kind of alluding to the next visual novel he's working on. Aside from that, he's also said he really wants to make a fighting game. He's actually talked about how he has a few prototypes already built, and he just hasn't put in the effort to kind of really finish it because they're not where he wants them to be.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if he did Project M or helped Project M. So, right? So is that what it's called, Project M?
Yep.
So that makes sense. It's not like it's weird, like visual novel to fucking fighting game. What?
But Project Libitina, I'll just send Gore the direct link here to it if you want some additional reading. It looks really fucked. And if that is the next visual novel that he's working on, I'm excited for it. And granted, I'm excited for anything this guy works on next. Going through some of the other Easter eggs, so that was definitely one of the things you can find among some of the other character alterations you can find if you edit Natsuki's file by changing it to a JPEG flipping the image and then opening up something like Blender and wrap it around a cone, it creates a picture of a character model that's not seen in the game. Again, potentially alluding to this Project Libitina.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, the way you look, some people went fucking nuts with this, though.
Yeah, he went nuts, obviously.
The Yuri one is also interesting because you can actually just open it right up, which gives you a alphanumeric text string.
In
then
text,
you can
have to open up as text.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you can throw that in a base 64 converter, which then gives you another document, which that document is the horror story he originally wrote back in 2000.
Like some sort of, not like a fan fiction, but like some sort of some short story he wrote a couple years back.
Yeah.
And then what did Monica's do?
Let me double check here.
Just delete Monica.
Monica's leads to a picture if you change it to a PNG with a flaming ring around it and a square in the center containing pixels. That square pixel can be translated into a base 64 string, which then leads to another document, which is Monica talking about 2018. That'll be my year. And that's kind of what I was mentioning earlier. There's a lot you can do with this. And then there's other little things around the game you can find. There's one Easter egg with Natsuki that I actually got when I first played through the game way back when. In fact, I think I still have a Facebook picture of it somewhere, where her mouth will be replaced with a regular mouth and her eyes will get all blacked out and she'll just start talking gibberish for a little bit.
What the fuck?
There's a chance where Yuri's right eye will just kind of fly off her head and go off screen. There's so many little things you can do like that. And actually, did you say you're not going to really bother modifying the character stuff at all, or do you think you'll go back?
No, I might go and like do the delete the characters and stuff.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'll do that stuff. I would definitely do that, but no, I'm not gonna probably modify. Like maybe if it's if there's are there any if you modify does that actually change the game or is it all just like stuff that okay all right
it's all extra little things you can find.
It's just little extra things for the lore. Yes.
Yeah. It's cool. You'll see the ramifications of it pretty quick too.
Has there been confirmed any things that people haven't figured out yet? Like Easter eggs that are just everything's gone. I mean everything's found.
Yep. During an AMA that Dan Salvato did for the game, which was done a few months after the game release, is like, yeah, everyone's pretty much found everything already.
I can imagine. So fucking everyone just dug the shit out of that.
Which would be awesome if he updated the game and just added more shit.
So there's code in the game where it's Monica talking to you if you dig through pretty well.
Right.
Where it's her saying like, hey, wow, I guess you really do care about me if you're still digging here. I guess I really stuck to you, right? Like you really do think a lot about me, huh? I really miss you. I still want to see you. Stuff like that if you're digging through it.
Right. Okay.
Wow. He did a lot, but I mean, yeah, when you see a game like this, people are going to be eager to fucking just tear it apart and see what's in there.
Right.
Well, especially where it came out during a time where ARGs were really hitting their peak. A lot of people that probably came over from the ARG community being like, oh, there's more shit to kind of dig into here. So I think it kind of released at the right time.
Awesome. That's pretty sick. I'm going to go start deleting shit later. See what I get.
Yeah, it was a really good time though. I can see why, and I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I somehow didn't get spoiled by anything. Every time someone said something about Doki Doki, I just shut that shit off. I was like, one day, I'll get to it.
I'm assuming that means you knew there was other things in it besides just.
I knew something was gonna go up. I knew
that. That was me too.
The thing about it is that when you look at the Steam page, like the top tag is psychological horror.
Yeah.
When you did,
I'm sure when it first came out,
the beginning where it says. Stuff was going down, like stuff like that. I already knew, and that's fine. I kind of like that though, because I like just trying to somehow try to step ahead of the people, because I wrote this. I don't know if you actually read my review on the Good Liar Gore, but I said that there's something about thrillers that I like that it's just maybe just me, just the way I am. I like to see if I can step ahead of you. If you somehow subvert my expectations and I'm trying to step ahead of you, I'm trying to fucking run past you and get to your point faster than you, if you somehow still beat me to it, I respect the hell out of it. Like, so much more, I respect the hell out of it. So when this game subverted the way it did, and by the time I'd say when maybe even after the first act, when the beginning, oh, you know what, right after you saw glitched out Sayori, and then it restarted and just like without her, and it was the whole beginning like, oh, I'm new to this, I don't have any of that. And that's when I was like, all right, you know what, you beat me, I'm just gonna go with it. Like you somehow took this in a place I did not expect. I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I respect a lot of those things. Whenever it's a thriller or something like that, if it somehow like misdirects me enough, and I'll concede at some point where it's like if you got me, I concede. I'm like, cool, all right, you win. We'll hang out. We'll do this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly what this was. Awesome that it's free. That was I would have gladly paid for that experience.
Oh yeah, I would pay for it. Sure.
So I'll probably end up buying some merch off them. I kind of want a Yuri plush. I kind of don't think I should get a Yuri plush.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, to be fair though, in the game they make it very apparent that what's her name, Monica's influencing them. So if you want to get a plush and pretend like she's a good lass.
I like the one. I like that one. Yuri.
She does have a lot of knives though. She didn't influence that. So she's trouble.
Yeah, she's knife life.
And you know what?
And I got a lot of knives too.
So and I really did like the poems in the game, actually. Like, again, being a fucking a lame-ass English major that I am, I actually thought they were pretty well written and everything. That
some of them were really good, actually.
Sayori's bottle poem, I think, is probably my favorite.
I'm trying to remember that one. I really like the one about fuck spiders. If you like spiders, you're an asshole. It wasn't well written, but I agree. So it was fine. I'm not saying he did a bad job, but it was supposed to be not really the greatest poem.
The bottle poem is the one where Sayori's talking about how she tries to bottle up all the good dreams, so that way she can have an emergency supply for the bad days that come.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do remember that one.
So last call with anything. Any other cool moments that you guys liked? I know I liked the moment where Yuri takes you outside, and I think it was the second time. I didn't skip, though. Or maybe I got at the random encounter where it was Monica just, like, fades into the foreground.
Yeah, when Yuri's talking and she's just like starts fading.
It tripped me out at first because I saw like just the very first hint of it. I was like, "The fuck is that in the background?" Yeah. Then the more you read, the more she started bleeding in.
There's another part where like it's already after Sayori kills herself, and it's when it reset. But at one point the classroom, like, I don't know if this is a random thing, but the classroom, like, the camera angle kind of like goes Dutch a little bit.
That's a random thing.
I didn't get that either.
That's a random thing. I got that where it just goes like Dutch for a second, and then you see, I think that's when what's her name gets in front of the text, Monica, and she's like in front of the text bar
for 1 second. Part, but I didn't see that.
I think that's the same time. It's around the same time. I'm not sure it's exactly the same time. Because I played this all in like a span of a day, so it's just like I might be mixing two things up together. But I thought that was really cool. I also really liked that we forgot to mention the fucked up poems, I guess, because there's only a couple of them that are really messed up.
The Yuri one got
like
fucked up. When you see the blood.
Did you get the Papa one? Yeah, that one's fucked up. Did you see the Papa one?
No, I didn't follow Natsuki's shit at all, so I didn't even know anything about her father.
I didn't get Natsuki's either.
Afterwards.
No, I didn't get Natsuki's either, but I got the secret poem. Like, it asks you, like, later on you get secret poems and you can accept them. I got one where she's just talking about, like, Papa's nice, Papa, whatever. It's just, it's not even, I don't know if it's Natsuki's, I'm assuming. So
yeah, it is.
Okay, but I didn't get any of that story about her dad. Because I'm like, I didn't hate Natsuki. I knew she'd be that kind of character where she's like, I don't like you. What is that called?
Tsundere.
Whatever.
Yeah,
what he said. A little shit. That's what it's called in Japan. Actually.
No, immediately, and it kind of sucks because like immediately, I was against Natsuki 100%, and Sayori kind of bugged me too. It took me a little while to grow on. It took me a little while to grow on her because she was kind of just too uppity, like kind of like what you hate about Tracer, just kind of like too uppity and too kind of like about everything and everything's so good. And I'm like, and then she started talking a little bit more, and I'm like, all right, I respect a lot more about her.
Yeah, I like Yuri. I went with Yuri, even though she's fucking insane, I guess. Whatever. I guess they're all insane, technically, because of fucking Monica.
I did, again, and I like having everything open. You know what was cool is I somehow figured out, I tested out Steam in-home streaming. So what I did is I loaded up on my Surface and streamed it to my Mac. But I got confused because I had my files open on my Surface, thinking that okay, it's streaming on there. It did the files on my Mac though, which was weird because it doesn't run on Mac. It's on Catalina, so it doesn't actually run on there, which is why I didn't do it. But so it threw me off when I was like, you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna keep the files up here. And sure enough,
that's why you wanted us to have two fucking.
Yeah.
You wanted us two monitors. Okay.
And that was cool. Because it surprised me even though I'm expecting it. I was like looking at my Surface. I'm like, all right, when are you gonna fucking pop up? And then sure enough, the day like right before or like presumably as it's happening, you get the first file, which is the Happy Thoughts picture, and it popped up on Mac. I was like, what the fuck?
Plus, there's if you're paying attention to the background when Sayori hangs herself, there's like a line of
It tells you
file path. Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh yeah.
There's a file path that has a text file that gets created at that point too. That is Monica being like, "Yep, I had to get rid of that bitch."
Oh, I didn't see that.
Did you read any of the files, Gore?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
so when you play through the game, there's actual text files that pop up.
I didn't have the files out with me, so I only went into that when at the end when she went.
Gotcha. Yeah, you missed a lot of things then. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know I had to do that.
Yeah, that's why he was saying that, because as the game goes on, so like when Sayori killed herself, Sayori's file's gone.
Yeah, I figured that.
And then as it goes on, you have more text, like as I was saying, when Yuri kills herself, like literally right before she kills herself, a text pops up. When you say like, you know what, I want to spend the weekend with Yuri, Monica's like, all right, you know what, fine. She walks out, and then a text pops up that says, have a nice weekend, and all exclamation marks. And then like literally right after that is when Yuri kills herself, and you spend the whole weekend with her.
Okay. I didn't know I had to do that. So I'll look at that later, I guess. Because all David said was like
you can look it up too, and there's you could probably look it up online to see what files.
Is that there the entire time? Like
no, they go away after the end.
No, I'm talking about, are they there like throughout the entire runtime?
No, they will happen when things happen.
When things happen.
Yeah, so like usually a new day will probably bring a new file there, and it'll be Monica talking to herself like, I don't know why you're not paying attention to me. Like I'm making them as fucking unlikable as I can, but you're not paying attention to me.
And do those start at a certain point, or is that in the beginning?
The first
of the
one,
game too? Like, you'll just get text.
The very first one happens the morning of the festival, when Sayori killed herself.
Okay.
But before you actually see it, that's like when it happens. And then right after that is when the other text files are happening.
Okay.
They come kind of consistently, but it's cool. That's why he was saying to keep another file open, because you can actually see in real time as these files pop up and as they go away and disappear.
I didn't know that's what he meant by a file.
Yeah, you keep the file manager up where the game locator's at.
Yeah. For me, the other things that kind of stand out, the only other two that I haven't mentioned yet, is Natsuki is the only one that technically doesn't have a death scene. She does have a scene where she'll like snap her own neck and run away, but she doesn't really have like.
I didn't get that shit. So I got her throwing up and fucking run away.
Yeah, so you know how like Yuri stabs herself, right? Does that?
Yeah. The other one, if you romance her.
Yeah, Natsuki's, and she's talking to you, and all of a sudden she just turns her fucking neck and just.
I didn't want to really know that. Now what happens in the game? It's fucking Adrian told me.
That's a whole route though. That's a whole like you have to spend the whole.
Oh no, I'm gonna go through the game again. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were just go through
I'm gonna go through the game again and do everything that I missed.
Oh, there's more shit to that though.
There's a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't do her route, so I'm gonna do hers.
And the other thing that kind of stands out to me is honestly the kind of what precedes to kind of Sayori killing herself of, you spend the weekend with someone else, and then she's like, oh, hey, weird seeing you guys both at your house. And just that kind of heart-wrenching kind of conversation that follows, and knowing that regardless of which option you choose, of either sticking with the girl that, you've been investing all the time in, or be like, no, Sayori, you're the one I really want to be with, that it's too late, or it's potentially the thing that sends her finally over the edge, is kind of haunting.
It was so obvious what was going to happen when that was there, but
I didn't think she was going to kill herself like that.
I knew it. Like the second,
I thought there was going to be something.
I thought it was going to happen the first time you walk into her house. But But when she says like that thing is, do you love me or just a friend? I was like, well, shit.
I said
no, I didn't. I'm not gonna fucking lie to her, but I was like, yeah.
I wasn't lying. I do.
You're a liar.
I don't love any of them, to be fair.
I gotta stick with my purple-haired goth girl, but
yeah, go ahead and get murdered.
That's hot though.
No, she only murders herself. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, but wait, did you pick you love? Well, you said I love you, right? I said
to Yuri.
To Yuri, yeah. You said I love you, and she still killed herself.
Well, no, I've gone through all of the game entirely, but
she does something different if you say you love her. Because I said I don't love her.
No, she does the same thing.
She kills herself. Okay, that's what I assumed, because I had a feeling like this is definitive. Like,
but that's kind of what I was saying. It's just kind of haunting that knowing that your choice doesn't matter, but it has a kind of different implication either way.
Yeah, because like, she kills herself if you don't love her because you don't love her, and she kills herself if you do love her because like, fucking finally, I have nothing else to live for. He loves me. Fuck it.
I look at it more as like it kind of happened too late kind of thing, where she was looking this whole time, in the beginning of the game, talks about how, she's been kind of codependent on you and she wanted to get integrated so that way she could make everyone happy, and keeps putting herself further and further in the back because she wants everyone else to be happy. So it has that implication of what's happening there. But
I meant Yuri. I was talking about Yuri.
Oh, gotcha.
No, Sayori, I definitely understood, like, because it was too late. Yeah, but Yuri was like, she killed herself either way, right? If you say you love her, or you don't love her. Yeah, that's what I figured. I said I don't love her because I was just like, I don't.
Yeah,
and then she was like, I was like, fuck. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Like, and she dies. I'm like, I didn't mean it.
Wait, are you still breathing? No. All right. Yeah.
You kick her on the foot to see if she's.
Gore just patted.
I did actually. I'm pretty sure I did.
All right.
I did that a few times.
Well, I think that's that. Unless you guys have any other last second tidbits about
Where's
this.
my guns? I cut it off.
All right. For next month.
I know what it is. Can I say it? I know what it is.
Yeah, I'll say it. So for December 26th, I got my choice. And Gore, what is it?
Is it Inside?
It's Inside. And hopefully, if things work out, I'll get my fucking collector's edition sometime.
Oh, with the sex doll in it?
Yeah, with the sex doll in it.
Do you want to tell that story? I don't know if you...
So I ordered the...
We've talked about it on the podcast before.
I ordered, but this is going to be a separate thing anyway. So
refresher. Yeah, refresher. So
last summer, before I actually went on my trip, which was like a really bad decision to make to spend so much money, they were like, hey, yo, we got an Inside Collector's Edition. I'm like, oh, I'm there. Inside's one of my favorite games of all time, so for sure. And $375. I'm like, oh, well, what is it? And they're like, we're not going to tell you. I'm like, oh. And they're like, all we're going to tell you is it's we partnered up with Play Doll, which is a sex toy company, and that's all we're going to tell you. And I'm and if you play the game, you know what it is. You 100% know what it is.
You're going to want to put this inside.
Now they haven't said it, so but I mean, like, even the hints, and they sent me an email. I forget how many months back. I
think like 3-4 months ago was the last update.
I think even earlier than that, but they sent me an email. They sent me an email saying, "Hey, we're still working on it," and they had like a silhouette, and we're like, "We know what it is." But it was supposed to come Q4 this year, I think, or it's 2019. So I hope it's still on track. Presumably
maybe
by
Christmas.
the time we
Christmas Eve.
Presumably by the time we do, I know I was looking up because I was curious about it, and someone asked them like maybe a week ago, like, "Hey, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna tell us what it is?" And IMAB just put the eyes there, the side, the eyes looking on the side.
I mean, at this point, you might as well not know until you get it, right?
I mean, no, but I mean,
it's obvious.
I would bet my cat I know exactly what it is.
Oh, sure. I'm sure it's like when I play.
You guys will know exactly what it is too.
I'm sure, right when I fucking play the game, I'll be like I'll get to whatever it is. I'll be like, that's the statue.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And for the record, if whoever I marry is gonna have to be okay with this thing being there, because Lord knows. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you is
the big vagina.
I will. This thing is gonna scare people.
All right, you can just tell me it's a vagina monster.
Yeah, it's a vagina monster, baby.
Nothing scarier than the vagina.
Inside, the spiritual I can never say it. Spiritual successor to Limbo.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games of all time. Inside being one of my top 5 of all time. I hate that it came out the same year as Overwatch, because in any other year, Overwatch would have been a slam dunk game of the year, like, for sure. But Inside was like there, and it was like immediately stuck with me, because that just Inside got me into indie games the way it is too.
2016 was too good of a year.
2020,
Overwatch,
baby.
Doom, Uncharted 4. I guess that.
I guess that.
I haven't played it. So I haven't played it. I can't say yes.
Yeah, so we're doing Inside December 26th, and as we said, we're gonna put the polls up. Right
I actually already put it up. I already put it up. You want to know what's winning so far?
What's winning?
Not yours. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, it has 63% so far out of 83 votes. So I think it looks like we're going to be playing Bloodstained.
We'll see. So, but
you know what? This is good to know because it's obviously going to win, so we might as well just play it now. So there you go.
You never know. But
no, I know.
Yeah. So the polls are up by the time you're doing it. Go vote anything besides Bloodstained. Just fuck David. No, all these games are fine. Like I agree. I played 2 of them, so Bloodstained
obviously
the one
I'm a
game I
fan
haven't played. So
the only thing I will say is that Curse of the Moon might be the least interesting to talk about. That's all I'll say. Not that it's a bad game.
Just does.
No, I think David, even though he doesn't like What Remains, there's a lot of story in both that and Beginner's Guide. At least I'm assuming. Where Bloodstained, there's really not much. Really is.
David's gonna have to dig up some shit for that.
It'll be a quick one. I mean, it's supposed to be a quick one anyway. So
yeah, it's like 2 hours of
just a precursor.
Yeah. No, I mean it's gonna be a quick discussion.
Oh yeah.
Just a precursor for January. That's Gore's month. There's nothing coming out that month, so prepared for a big gun.
Big gun. I'm about to bring out the fucking shotguns, baby. The fucking super shotgun.
Adrian, pick the biggest game you can for March.
No. When I say big, I'm gonna bring big isn't good. I don't mean like fucking.
Well, you can't. Like, I think that's the month you can get away with it.
I don't think so, because I that's gonna be a month I want to kind of go back and play whatever I missed in 2019. And I'm gonna have all these games for fucking like.
Honestly, it'd be a good opportunity for like Doom 2016.
Just all these games they got.
Just throw them away.
No, I'm gonna throw them.
With that said, also Blue Rubies, we are gonna be doing some cool last game of the decade stuff like that sort of list, probably retrospectives. I really wanted to go back and do like, all right, let's talk about the years individually and kind of break into it, but that's kind of just a little bit too much on the plate right now with what we're doing.
How about we should still do that, but like do like rapid fire, like just what your favorite game is from each at the end when we're done talking about
I had a hard enough time picking 10 just overall from the decade. So
I mean just like from each year. Just look at what you would say is your favorite from each year. I could do that. I could do that easily. Do like 5 of those years right now.
No, I really, if we had more spin-off time and doing all that, I think it would be nice to do like a Blue Rubies Presents like decade stuff, like decade retrospective stuff like that. We got a lot on our plate right now, and we're all trying to get through with a bunch of the games at the end of the year as it is. I'm also trying to catch up on movie shits too, so I'm not gonna say we're gonna do that yet, but maybe in January. I don't think that's a bad time too, especially because now that the decade's actually over, we can actually go back and confidently do all that stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, so that was Games Gone By for our Blue Rupees podcast. Doki Doki Literature Club. Fucked up. Thanks, David, for fucking everything up.
Yeah, for fucking. Thanks for fucking, man.
Anytime.
Hey,
go vote on what game we're going to be playing this next month. Go check out Inside. I think every game right now that we mentioned is on sale on Steam right now, too. So if you guys are into that, go for it. I think all those games.
Check it out.
You're not going to go wrong unless you're David and hate fucking meaningful games with good stories.
Well, he loves Doki Doki, which is weird. I guess he just doesn't like the walking aspect of the game.
Look at him. Does he look like he walks?
No, he looks like he
I lift, bro.
Cities.
I don't walk.
He does cities. I bet you've never done a burpee in your life.
What's a burpee, David?
About?
What's a burpee? It's what I do whenever I play game with soda.
Goodbye.
Watch my Doki Doki playthrough. I burp like every 5 fucking minutes.